It's easy, man.
But people are saying they get paid this much to dribble a ball. Yeah, but that's hard.
The dynamic is like you gotta really
honestly,
it's around your life in a sense around it. Like,
that's it.
No matter if it's the traveling to the away games or just in your city, I understand that you may be a staple or commodity for where you may come from, but to really put effort into your craft and still be a family man, because a lot of people coming to the league nowadays already got the family. So it's like, but then they can still want to be playboys in a sense. So it's like, yo, like you said, you gotta be committed to your craft, and if you're not, you gonna be out of there.
Yeah. Listen, I still don't know how LeBron ain't ever get caught up. They caught him slipping in some DMs type stuff. He's never been caught up.
Man,
y'all, when?
I think that he knows.
That nigga giving out NDAs, bro. That's what. Bro, yo, you gotta sign this.
My thing is this: people done did that, and they still do something. I don't know how.
I think that he's smart and he know what he got, and he ain't trying to lose it. That's
boy, stop playing.
Or his wife down with it too. You gotta look at it like this too, yo, baby, yo, she with it. I'm with it, you with it, we with it, and you know.
That's a good wife.
That's a man.
Okay.
Boy, I tell you, because that's a look at it like even we saying people that's coming like from college, and this nigga came from high school. It's like, yo.
That deal.
High school sweetheart too.
High school, yeah. Like, yo, this is what it's about. And no off course. Like, niggas know about, let's say they compare him to the MJs, the Kobe's. Kobe had a situation with a white girl. Michael Jordan and his gambling. LeBron, nothing. Wait a minute, this nigga giving out, he got a scoop. Like, fam. Like,
learn.
There's no, I guess so with him, there is a way to stay out of the BS.
Learn.
Like, even with his bad kneecaps, this nigga still be in the gym. Like, if he ain't in the gym, he at his kids' game. If he can't even be at his kids' game, he got to be weighed at his game, watching his kids. So it's like, man, you can't do nothing but respect this man.
No, you really can't.
You can't.
He be at all his kids' games.
Like that.
All of them. And I mean, he got him at the house eating Taco Tuesday.
Bro,
He got that little kid, the high school hooper, Dior.
Yeah.
Bro, he's decent as hell. Got him at the house. I mean, Dior, he known for his skill, but to be at LeBron's house, you a shoo-in. You are a shoo-in.
Bro.
LeBron knows you and know you can hoop.
Bro.
He gonna want you on his team in about 4 years if he stay in the league.
Nah, that's done.
Hey,
4 years is out. He done.
Bron look like he gonna be hooping for a while. He's not done.
Listen,
I don't feel like
in 3-4 years,
you don't see James and James Jr. jersey. That's what I'm looking at.
In 3-4 years, he'll be the all-time leading scorer. He out of here. He gonna be like, cool.
This nigga
I'm done. That's a lot of time.
Yeah,
that's what I'm looking at.
Yeah. Y'all see Mayweather about to fight again.
Hey, if he can
let this nigga come.
He keeps saying UFC. I want him to do that Pacquiao. Just give me that one more time.
Give me that one more time.
Y'all gonna make the bag.
That shit gonna be like Apollo Creed off Rocky. Don't you stop this fight. Don't you stop this fight.
He's already against the rush. He's already good against the rush.
Promise me you won't stop this fight.
Bro,
that nigga gonna get his ass. That nigga gonna die.
Bro.
Who gonna die?
Bro, hey.
Not Mayweather.
Bro, don't put that man on UFC.
Man, y'all just saw.
No. He not doing UFC.
Nah, he ain't doing UFC.
They gotta come to boxing.
Oh,
okay. I mean, look what Pacquiao just did. What was that last fight? What's that nigga, the one punch nigga? Like, Pacquiao fight. That's what I'm saying. Weather and Pacquiao 3, that would be dope. Because this nigga, man, I wasn't expecting Pacquiao to do much of nothing. He came through with that win against whatever the black nigga name is. He was just commentating in the damn fight for Wilder and Ortiz.
Yeah. I think,
but
first of all, Anthony Ruiz, I don't know how the heck he knocked that boy out last time.
Is that not in Spain?
Saudi Arabia.
Saudi Arabia. Oh.
4 o'clock.
Saudi Arabia, yeah.
PM. I'm like, this is. I don't know.
Yeah, what time is that here?
How did he win that?
It's 4 here. It's 4.
How did he win that?
Looked like a big boy.
He took a hit.
He took the hit.
One hit.
I think the bright lights got to Anthony Joshua. Like, I feel like he was one of them, like you said in the NBA. Like, he came over to America. He how he can prosper with it. And I think the glamour got to him. That's when Ruiz snuck his ass.
But
Like, if I'm being honest,
I don't think so, cause he a London dude. They don't really care about the stuff like we do in America.
And that's what I'm
To the same
saying.
extent.
He probably was over here that whole week thinking like, dude, I can be out here with Maybachs like Floyd. I can be. I don't like with the stature of Ruiz. I'm like, fam, this is embarrassing.
Right.
I mean, he gonna represent America and Mexico, but this about to be. Oh shit, he won.
Threw me off.
Like,
Ain't like he lifted a weight in
I feel like
6 years.
he about to do what Ortiz did against Wilder. He about to come back strong, looking like he been in the gym the whole time. Chiseled like a motherfucker, but dog, like,
Ruiz?
I think he gonna come back like how Ortiz did.
Stop playing.
Like, think about it.
If he win again, I don't
know if he gonna win, but I'm saying
If he win again,
he gonna be in the
Joshua
gym. If he gonna be in the gym, he gonna look like he been like training. If he come back out looking like he just drunk a whole 6-pack again, fam, I gotta give it to Josh.
All right, everybody.
Here we go.
First off, I'm gonna say, what's going on, everybody? We here back. Hope everybody had a great holiday.
Likewise.
Everything, all this good stuff. But we are back in full effect for our last 2 episodes of the season for the year. We got this one right now that we'll have, and then we'll have another one on the 18th, December 18th, Wednesday, and that will be our last for a great year that we didn't have with Unfiltered season 2, and it is like I said, this has been a great season with all my co-hosts and with all the guests that we have. It's just been great. Got a couple of return guests. Start over to be to my left. You know, somebody got to play Mac part. And they'll put their phone on. So I'll start off right. You know, first I got my cousin. He was on the first season of Unfiltered 2. Unfiltered season 1. So he a return guest. It's my cousin Adonis.
What's going on,
Smith
everybody?
Junior right here. In front of me, we got another return guest that he said he's gonna come back. He stayed to be man of his word. He said, I'm coming back. Let me know when I come back. As soon as I said, he said, just tell me and I'll be there. And what? He here. I said that yesterday or something like that. And he here. It's my man Troy from our couples episode.
Classic.
And then of course, great episode, one of our best episodes of all season. Then of course, okay, I would give, I ain't gonna say his laugh, but he can say his laugh.
This episode 12.
Yep.
First of all, man, it's been a blessing, man. It's dope to go to 12 episodes.
Yep.
It's been smooth. The views kept jumping.
And it don't look like and it's not going down.
Okay.
Everything just keep going up.
Keep going up, man. People, y'all real smooth for watching. Like, people been consistently following along with this, and again, we appreciate y'all. But to get back to the topic, if you don't know me, you should know me. I'm the Don Magic Wand. That light-skinned player from the Himalayas. Let him know real quick.
I know, right? Get him. I gotta get him.
Get your man.
Oh, man.
Yeah. That's your dude, man.
Bro, when I say you have people,
Oh my goodness, man.
my people's looking like, yo, this your man for them? Thank you for supporting my people. I'm watching too, like, yo.
Yeah, they know, man. Yeah, like you said the most, man. It's just been great. And it's really, man, it's all because of the viewers, man. It's all because of the fans. It's all because of everybody that's following us, everybody that like it. We get nothing but, just, man, it ain't nothing but love, man. And it's incredible. I ain't gonna lie. The success, we wasn't even expecting it. When it went like poof, I was like, damn, they loving it. But good things happen to good people that put in good work. And that's basically what we've been doing. So and if Mac is on his way, just to let everybody know, Mac is on his way. We had to happen last time, so he already let us know. CP time. I'm not no chick.
That man's a
battle
daddy.
on that.
That man's a
Leave
daddy.
it up to a dark-skinned nigga.
And I'm
Wait,
so all I'm gonna say is this: I told somebody, you know why I be hating, because I'm quote unquote maybe brown. I'm like brown, not too light, not too dark. So brown is always in the middle. It's like they pull us to their side whenever it's convenient. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
Oh man, yeah, come on, man, yeah, you dark enough.
Exactly.
You sound like a
No,
phone.
man, you
Don't
like
call
dark
me light skin, because I'm not, bro. I'm in the middle. I'm with him.
You dark skin. You a light skin.
I'm in the middle with him.
I like winter time. I can get a little bit more light on me. Then the summertime, I look like I just came from India.
Right. Exactly. He understands. He understands what I go through.
Listen,
And look at this. See, Jared already getting that. You said only the
saying,
best for
man,
a Giants fan.
No, you saw it before.
What did he say this time? Light.
I'm
wanna
saying,
see
man,
you
I tell you.
And you know, you coming out light-skinned player. Everybody gonna come at your ass. You know.
I should be happy about who I
You
am.
alright, bro. We don't get
Y'all got this
Thank
light
you.
right here on Mount Extra, bro.
Hey, I'm looking to
Bright as
right
hell.
in front of the big light. I'm
I
like,
need
dang,
to put
I
Mac
should
here.
set
Give him
it
a
up.
little dilute
And
his
you
ass a
know,
little
and watch,
bit.
because just like last time when Jordan was running, we was running late, and we was talking about it. I'm like, Matt gonna come here and do say, oh, so y'all was saying this about me? I'm like, yup. Like, cause he always talking about, he like the first thing. So, I know we used to talk about a lot, and we got good, man. We got really good, some awesome topics for y'all tonight, man. And I'm glad we got all, especially these guys here. I know that these guys gonna come with some good, hard, none of that, on the fence stuff. So,
Alright.
and that's the good part. I guess, right before I let it run a little bit, they was talking about a lot of the sports and everything else like that.
Yeah.
So I'll probably just start off with something this weekend. Of course, we got the Ruiz. If you a boxing fan, we got Ruiz and Joshua this weekend. I honestly think it ain't gonna go past 9 rounds. I'm gonna pick Joshua. He gotta win. I mean, he gotta win.
He done.
He done. His
That's
career
right.
over. It is what it is.
Yeah.
So it is what it is,
I
man.
think it was a fluke win the first time. Honestly, I mean, you got a good hit in, and he stumbled, and when you get hit a certain way, it is what it is. You're going down. So
Man,
I don't think it was strategic.
that boy look like a box of Jello fight him.
Yeah, I mean,
You know, he remind me of,
it wasn't a strategic hit.
It's crazy. He remind me of, I don't know if y'all watched it like that, but it used to be a boxer, same from Britain, Frank Bruno. It used to be built, looked like somebody chiseled him out of rock. If you get a chance, he was like the man. I mean, he was like, he was big. And Tyson, he was like afraid of Tyson. Tyson just put him on his back all the time. But he was supposed to be the man. He came in there, they were like, man, this dude was like a bodybuilder. And Tyson, you know what I'm saying? It's like, well, you can't, you don't fight weights here. You got to fight me. So, it is what it is. I just think that Joshua, I agree with y'all. Joshua got to win. It's an end for his career.
Yeah.
You got to do it.
And need to be a knockout.
Yeah, it's got to
Low
be
key.
convincing.
Yeah,
He got to be convincing and just put it on his back. And that's about it. I know the other fights. What y'all thought about that Deontay Wilder fight last week?
Yeah.
I knew what was going to happen.
Yeah,
It's the same guy.
That just surprised me. I mean, I did think that Ruiz came in, definitely keeping the tempo on in his favor, but
Especially that round.
yeah.
He started that round off crazy. I'm like, Ruiz looked like he trying to win.
Yeah. I thought that was surprising.
Yeah.
But I mean, at the end of the day, I ain't think that, Deontay Wilder wasn't going to win.
He be throwing haymakers.
Bro,
And he says it. And, he just said it. That's why it's like, I kind of got a lot of respect for him. He going to say, y'all need 12 rounds. All I need is 1.
Right.
And he kind of know. He's like, man, I ain't got the skill set to do anything. I mean, like, to really, try to outbox you.
Right.
If I put hands on you, it's a wrap.
You're going
Yeah.
down.
And, one thing I can't say, I can't lie about that because Tyson Fury, was dominating the fight. I still think he won, but that one, one hit. All it took was one hit. I'm like, man, I thought he was done. I'm like, he just knocked this dude out in the 12th round, dog. Got up, so, I just want, the fight I want to see, and what everybody been wanting to see, is Joshua versus Wilder. But I think Wilder gonna knock him out.
But I like that fight though.
Yeah.
I want them fights that are up here. You know what I'm saying?
Say that for after this one, because he got to win this fight first.
Yeah. I hope he wins so we can have that.
Yeah.
No excuses either. I don't want make it happen.
Yeah.
That's a fact.
Mayweather need to fight Pacquiao again. We was talking about that. That need to happen.
Yes, sir.
Just give us the third one. Y'all gonna make y'all money. call it a day because I'm gonna watch.
Neither one of them need no money.
No.
They don't.
Hey,
Okay, first
if
of all,
they
'cause
need
he
some
spent
money,
as much as
they need to fire whoever they, you know what I'm saying, whoever handle their money.
Yeah.
Like, when I saw Floyd coming back, y'all think Floyd running out of money? You think he a little bit broke?
I don't think he's
Or messing up
close
his
to-
money?
He's definitely messing up his money because he spent it like no other. Like it's disgusting.
I'm just like, why are you coming back?
$18 million watch. I mean,
I don't think he's taking advantage of these tax incentives the rich people have. From,
When I see what he doing, I know he keep talking about I got the money to spend like this, but I'm like, I mean, idealistically, but you ain't supposed to try to prove it.
right.
You know, for me, I'm like, bro, I be sitting tight. I would never be coming out trying to fight again. I'm gonna fight 2 more times. Like,
I be adding philanthropy to my list of titles. Like,
I'll be owning some companies, some real estate, something like. Ain't no way I'm
He got a
ever
strip club.
got to get back in the
that
ring.
brother just got a gym.
ain't it in Vegas too?
Yeah.
But I'm
got the
saying
strip club
that
in the
just
gym.
don't seem like okay.
He probably putting it in and coming back out, putting it in, coming back out. Like,
He need to get him a George Foreman grill. Like,
yeah,
he
like,
need to bring it
something.
back.
Sponsor something.
Yeah, sponsor
like he has never.
Like,
When have you ever seen Floyd
People don't like him.
on a commercial? Huh?
People don't like him. You
But
can't
who fault
sponsor
is
something
that?
if they don't like you.
Who fault is that?
No, yeah. He's okay with that though. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
He's made enough money off of boxing where I don't need no endorsements. I'm cool. Which makes I get you.
Hey, Kathy, I seen that. Yeah, he can't sing worth nothing. I seen that. Pacquiao,
I think
he
that
sing
you're
his
supposed
coach.
to be
You got the
bettering
money to get it
yourself.
too.
Mm-hmm.
You should be bettering yourself in every aspect of your life with that kind of money. Period.
Yes, sir.
If you're not doing that, you're ignorant. I mean, that's
But
just,
people
Yes,
get on my
sir.
nerves when, again, if you look at his Instagram or whatever, that man made his money, he could live however. I get that. But it's a little disgusting at some points. It's like, damn, dog. Like,
And that, I get what you're
Okay,
saying. We
bro.
gonna talk about that tonight too. We got a
Okay,
topic close to
chill.
that. Now, one thing I do want to talk to y'all about, and y'all probably wonder why I'm up here just because y'all see, I'm doing more of a, we'll see, like a judge and something like that. I wish I
What's
had
that
my
judge
judge
do?
Wanda. I'm playing judge tonight, but it's if y'all haven't got a chance, I watch it every so often, and it's the Red Table Talk. Sometimes I don't get into it because I feel like Jada and them is like on a different. It's like the stuff they say. I'm just not like a little off over it.
Okay.
And they just had. I don't know if y'all see the recent one where it was T.I. on there.
I ain't watching.
And if you saw
That's
part one
what
and part two, you saw what it was, and it was just sometimes T.I. I like T.I. man, as a rapper.
But he talks.
Yeah. Sometimes I was like, bro, you just saying a lot of words, and
big word.
yeah, just people just trying to like, you do know that, you can talk, but if nobody understands you, nobody knows what's going on.
We know you got a vocabulary.
There you go.
Yeah,
You know
that's
what
a
I'm
Webster
saying? Like,
dictionary when he pull out
cut
the
it
word.
straight.
Like, what?
I think people would just like it more if you just kept it straight to the point and real. You ain't necessarily.
And Troy, I agree with you on that.
Yeah.
Nobody know what moves being made behind the scenes.
Exactly.
I agree with you with that. With that so much.
In what sense?
Like TJ just said that, I'm trying to figure out what he's talking about.
Floyd is turning.
Oh, he's talking about Floyd.
Well, like I said, I ain't in the, I don't count no guy pockets, but at the same time, man, if you gonna floss like that, take whatever come with it. You gotta take the sling and the arrows.
That's
Put
true.
it out there, so.
Very.
But yeah, T.I. was on the show, and he was trying to explain, what's going on, and he was talking about how, with his daughter and everything like that. And that's the problem, man. When you live your life on social media,
Internet
Speak
period.
to it. Man.
and it was just like, man, you went to the doctor with your daughter. Now you got to explain to people you never met in your life about what you do in your house. And I'm sitting back looking, Tiny just sitting there looking all weird.
Boy,
and
she be
junk.
looking horrible as hell.
like.
Get called for.
First of all, I'm just saying, he's a good man. That's an ugly bitch.
Let me turn this way. Here it is.
Oh, why you talking about seeing?
We really talking about T.I.
Don't she look like a Muppet?
Oh my God.
She look just like a Muppet.
Why you
I'm
gotta-
like, that's a real man.
To a certain puppet.
That's a real man. She like Miss Piggy.
Oh damn.
You know she like Miss Piggy.
Jordan.
I say, yo, he dope. Cause he carried her on his arm, but I'd have been left there. I'd have been like,
Oh,
oh,
you out.
oh, you got to go.
Burglar. I mean,
Hell no.
He just had to go on this man's life. You gonna don't go another man's wife.
I can't say
We
no.
talking about him and his daughter and the shit. I know. It's actually on topic. On
Let
topic.
me hear this
Why you
one.
gotta go to the wife?
She be looking wet.
God
And
damn.
I wouldn't try, but
Yeah.
I know, like, I kind of agree.
Look,
I'll just be sitting back like,
you gonna talk about that man like
and this
Look,
is like,
look.
all I'm saying is that you can tell that at one point, and I guess one of the conversations, you know, I guess we could go into this a little bit, is about how T.I. said one thing that I kind of agree with him with, just a little bit, depending on the guy. I guess it depends who's saying it and what they do. He said that if he only feels that it's with black men, that if I'm not, if I'm taking care of my family in every way, I'm being a dictator.
Yep.
You know, if I'm not, you know what I'm saying, if I'm not taking care of them, you know what I'm saying, and doing this, then I'm a deadbeat.
Deadbeat.
He's like, it's a catch-22. I mean, what y'all feel? I was like, I agree with that because, and it is what it is. And to the ladies out there, if it don't apply, let it fly. I'm a firm believer in that when you hear it. I've seen a lot of women, especially a lot of sisters, that, some sisters, and they'll go, they'll get mad, oh man, he just trying to control you. Have a guy that's taking care of business, black guy. Black guy taking care of things he's supposed to take care of and everything. Or you trying to be controlling, and then you saying you got to find your own. But then I seen him get with a white guy who doing the exact same thing.
And they roll with it.
And they roll with it.
Yeah.
Oh, I love him. He take care of it.
Yeah.
He take care of me. But like, I'm like, when is that guy doing the same thing for you? But is it just because he black? Is that the way you see it? Like, because
Yeah,
he
it
black?
is.
And, you know, I just kind of like, what y'all feel about that, man?
Well, I'm gonna go back for these brothers, and I'm gonna say respect to that man and his queen.
Yeah. Asshole.
Y'all want some bullshit.
Listen,
Y'all remember when him and Mayweather got into it?
bro, listen.
The hell was Mayweather coming for his wife? Fuck.
Come on.
Listen, bro, I'm gonna just put it like this. If you think about, especially the history of rap, in a sense, you can kind of give it to T.I. as being like one of the first dudes to actually come out there with his girl. Like, a lot of people, whether everybody knew whether or not that Jay was with Beyonce, it wasn't really on the forefront. But T.I., he would, like, yo, that's my lady, yada, yada, yada. He played into the background, but then they started making TV shows with each other. As far as the black man and society, man, just the world in general, I ain't gonna say just black men, just our people in general, no matter what we do, we gonna always look like the butt of the joke or the dictator or the yada yada yada. But if you look at other civilizations, that's how they run they families, ultimately they businesses, and they get successful off of it. But as soon as a black man do it, or a black woman for that matter, yo, he this or she that, and yada yada yada. Listen, we gotta learn how to stick to our own like everybody else doing and prosper together.
I agree.
I agree with you that, Troy.
I agree with that. As far as, you know, stick to our own and learn on our own. Because I mean, we came to this country with no sense of ourselves. So anything that we do, period, is progress. So
Yes, sir.
I don't care what anybody got to say about how we do things, what we do things. Black is dope. That's
it.
just being the bottom line. Now, as far as T.I. and his daughter goes, let me tell you something. If I'm gonna make a bet with somebody for $1 million, I'm gonna protect my investment. Okay, I'm gonna make sure that if I gotta come out my pocket for $1 million, that you know that it's warranted on all levels. You know what I mean? It actually, you know, you won this bet fair and square. You know what I mean? I'm not gonna get cheated out of that. I don't think that he's wrong for that. If you make a bet with your daughter, granted, she agreed to it, so she was clearly okay with it. You know what I mean? It's fucked up that it went on social media and that everybody got their opinions and all that shit like that, because it was between a daughter and her father. It was a daughter and her father, and that was supposed to, you know, be their pact, their bond, their bet. Yo, you say that? You okay with this? She's clearly been okay with him going to the doctor with her. She had no problem with it. You know what I mean? But now everybody got all this other shit to say about it. I mean, as far as I'm concerned, fuck them. Cause they ain't got nothing to do with this.
Exactly.
She's still trying to hold on to the bet. She still want that $1 million, and I'm still gonna protect my investment. Kiss my ass. I
And
don't
my
care.
daughter at that point. So
Yeah, so it's like, dude, I don't see nothing wrong with it. If me as a father, me and my daughter made a bet, and she's okay with it, and I'm okay with it,
That's it.
Everybody else can kiss my
And
ass.
Troy brought up, and Troy, I see a couple of your points, man. Appreciate you tuning in, man. Share this bad boy for us, man.
Yeah, for sure.
He said that people on the outside looking in will never be satisfied with the way you run your household.
Never.
People have those opinions because that's not something they would do, or because society tried to tell us that this is the way you should handle the situation. And because I think the first thing about being a parent is to realize that it ain't no handbook on being a parent.
Hell
Number
no,
one.
it ain't.
Your
Yeah,
kids,
yeah.
every kid is gonna be different. And
Yeah.
you gotta handle the different situations. You might have one kid that you give them one whooping, it's a wrap. They ain't doing it no more. Right. One kid, you give them 100 whoopings, and they still trying to things like that's all you got. That's the best you could do.
So y'all stay with.
It's all like you said. It's like with his daughter, never had the problem, and that's the person I feel the sorriest for, because now she all exposed. And, you know, it's like everything just come out. That's why it's like. First of all, he made the mistake even talking about it, and, in a public forum. Like, that's our family stuff. Keep it in the, keep the business in there. But because I take my daughter, like, so what? I'm not gonna take my daughter to the doctor's office.
That's what.
And that's
My
what
daughter's
I'm
12 years old. I take her all the time to the
the
doctor's office.
That's
So,
the fact of the whole.
And on top of that, when you go to the doctor, and I only know this because I was told this from female, that you can say I don't want my parents in the office, or I don't want my parents in there. You know what I'm saying? So that right there lets you know that he had consent. He ain't just going up in there bogart and telling them, because legally he can't do that. You know what I mean? That's like she has that right to say, yo, I don't want him in the doctor's office with me.
and I wouldn't,
And
like I said, it's crazy. I mean, one time my daughter she was complaining about that. She was, something was wrong, down on Real Pride Park. So when I was down there, I stepped out the room because I'm like, I don't want to see it.
Right.
But you're going to have another nurse in here because you're a male doctor, a female nurse, to watch what you're doing.
Right.
Yes, sir.
That's all I'm talking about.
Yeah.
See, I like, man, nobody want to see like, let me see, let me feel it and all this stuff. And people went out the hook with it. Like, I think is that.
Overboard.
And that's social media.
As it is.
That's
It went all off the hinges for something else that I just didn't.
Again,
really-
I saw a lot of women, black women. She's 18. She should be able to do what she want. I'm like, so the bet was 21, right?
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
They negated the whole. We bet $1 million
You know what I'm saying?
on this.
First
Like, you
of
not
all-
gonna protect that investment?
But
It's a
either way,
fucking $1 million.
my thing is this.
Oh,
My thing
here we
is
go. The Black Lagoon is on this bad boy talking junk.
Don't come on the Black Lagoon. That is not that motherfucking thing. Okay? I told y'all before, the only thing in there that describes him
Hey,
is
Troy,
black.
that's exactly what it's called. It's called HIPAA law.
HIPAA law.
Yep.
Okay.
HIPAA law.
The HIPAA
So-
law. If a parent goes to the doctor's office with the daughter, they have the right to say, I don't want him in the room. And if she's saying that she consented to that, then everything else is null and
And like
fucking
you
void.
said,
Yes,
her
sir.
mother didn't have a problem with it.
Yes, sir.
She didn't have a problem with it.
Nah.
So like, I
They got all them damn kids they raising anyway.
Fuck
Bruh.
everybody else. Like, this is how we do it here.
Yo.
So, question for y'all
Family business.
that I've been posed with because I've been talking about it everywhere. A lot of men have a different thought process when it comes to their sons having sex and their daughters having sex.
Man, that's the same. And I'm gonna tell you,
Yours is the same.
Man, that's the
Okay.
same.
Okay.
I don't think no 12-year-old, 11-year-old boy or girl need to be trying to talk about no boyfriend, girlfriend,
16.
shit. 16,
17.
honestly, 16, 17, you don't need to be talking about that. And that's just coming from my experience. You need to be in them books, figuring out what you gonna do. You don't know what shoes you want to wear in the morning, much less. I don't care about you liking somebody.
Yeah.
I'm glad. My daughter, you like a boy. Okay, that's good. You like him. He cute. All right. My son, oh yeah, I like him. It's, cute. One, I can't be around them 24/7. I mean, in terms of, how they are with their friends.
Yeah.
And my thing would be like, when somebody asks like, so how you can do that? I'm like, yeah, I did it with both of them. I tell them they're both the same. I'm like, it's both the same thing. You get pregnant? No, it ain't gonna be no abortion. Oh, you got a girl pregnant? No, it ain't gonna be no abortion. You're gonna do what people did. It's called work and go to school. You decided to add that to your plate.
Yep.
I mean, what's the penalty? That's the thing. I don't think nobody try to teach them. You know what I'm saying? It's like the same responsibility. You know what I'm saying? As the boy, like I honestly, I kind of be on my boy a little harder because I'm like,
You know the responsibility
yes, sir.
gonna lay on him.
yeah, I'm like, man, don't you do it, because I'm like, I ain't gonna let you, like, because there'll be some stay with me.
Yeah.
So you about to be taking care of this kid, and I ain't watching. I'm gonna do what grandparents do. Oh, beautiful. Now
There
take
you
your
go.
kid.
Now, turn this up.
I'm supposed to spoil them. You know what I'm saying?
Exactly.
And that's how
I
because
mean-
it's like. But the other thing too is that just now, and I think it's just because how times is now for me.
I was about to say that because you know what, you definitely brought something to light that I didn't look at like that. Because I definitely would be way harder on my daughter than I would on my son. I think that, you know, for me, because times are different, and I'm just trying to solidify sexuality at this point because it's like everything is so different these days. You don't know. And I'm just like, I'm just happy my son like a girl. Hey, that's just where that's just where I'm at. Like I'm like, just
that's it.
If you got a girlfriend, I'll probably start dancing. You know what I'm saying? Because it's like, thank God my son ain't the one. You know what I mean? Like, you know. But now, okay, let's discipline that. You know, let's get that part out the way. After that, I would react a little differently. As far as my daughter, yeah, I mean, like I said, I'm still gonna just be harder. You know, just cause. I'm overprotective like
I'm
that.
biased as hell.
Yeah,
y'all better than me because for my baby, my little girl, again, man, you can't be one of them thought buckets out there.
And I think you know what it is. But I think what it is like it's gonna be. You're going to do it the same, but you're going to do it differently.
Yes,
you know what I'm saying?
Because I'm going to kick it with her like on some real shit. Like I have to give her the real. Because you ain't going to hear this, you ain't going to get no game from nobody else. You ain't going to hear this on the streets. You ain't going to get bamboozled. I'm going to tell you right now what this nigga is thinking. I'm going to tell you how this is going to go. Before it even happens. So when it happens, you're like, my daddy told me this was going to happen. I got to give her the game. You know what I mean? I'm going to break all the rules with my daughter. I know I am.
So
I got, because... You said what?
With my little sister, she just went off to college. I had the real conversation with her. You know, I had to be as blunt as possible. I said, I know people having sex. I know you're going to have sex. Do what you know what I'm saying? My whole thing was, I said, I want you to be the person where this is what you wanted. You made the decision. It was nobody coerced you into doing that. You know what I'm saying? And I kept wanting to push control. You know what I'm saying? Full control on you. Yeah. Make sure you're aware of what you want to do. Yeah. I wanted to give her that empowerment. You know what I'm saying? And that was me keeping it as real as I actually could.
That's what you're supposed to do.
I understood what happens. We all started having sex. You know what I'm saying? I know the age we start having sex at. So I'm like, yo, just be empowered. Know what you're doing.
Definitely.
Be safe.
I gotta ask this because it's like this because we all was taught or probably told before we had sex the consequences. You know what I mean? Yeah. But I mean, we didn't give a damn. We still wanted to have sex. We ignored that shit. Yeah. I mean, how do you get them to freaking listen? I mean, because we didn't listen. I know I didn't listen.
You can't, and that's why I did the empowerment. I said you gonna make your own decisions. You're your own person, but. A lot of parents, you can't sugarcoat shit with your kids. You gotta tell them what it is.
You gotta tell them
you know
what it is. Because you get out here and everything gets smacked in your face.
That's what I'm saying.
It becomes overwhelming. You don't know what to do, and then you're blaming them because why didn't you tell me? Why didn't you tell me this was like this, like this? And then some of them you got. Well, I did try to tell you, but you think you know it all. So it's like you gotta put your pride aside just
as a parent,
and
you gotta be realistic.
Realistically and just give it to them straight. Because the world is gonna give it to you straight, and you ain't no way around. Ain't no chasing with that motherfucker.
And that's why, in a sense, I kind of give credence to, or more credit to you guys, especially men having daughters, especially the one black nigga that ain't here. But as a man that has sons, like going back to you guys, like I think and even with T.I. to a certain extent, with the deal that him and his daughter got, you guys have this, for lack of a better word or another word, this credit in these girls' lives. Yeah. So it'd be different if, as some of the women that we know may not know, just the whole, thing of a woman that don't. So they easily attracted or distracted by dudes that's not worth their time. I think with daughters like Anna, yo, you already know what type of time she's gonna be on as an adult because of the men, the man that's in her life. Like, honestly, even going back to what you said about ignoring what your parents say, you gotta give credit to your children. Like, I don't think y'all gonna have that issue. Me with 4 boys, look, I tell them the real for real every day. Like, look, son, you think your lifestyle is free? No, daddy. Who paid for this? You do. And nigga, so go ahead and do that. You got to be blunt and straight with them. Like, so if you think you want to be an adult as a little boy, you gonna see what it is. And like you said, like, I ain't gonna be the cool granddad that's gonna spoil my grandkid, but you gotta be responsible for him. Like, that's the only way to learn.
It's crazy because, like I said, it ain't no manual.
Nah, it
on
ain't.
how to do it, and but I think that's the best part because that means now you got to pay attention.
I think it is.
You got to pay attention because as much as my daughter is, and I'll tell you a good example, is that as much as I love my daughter and how much I done raised her, I can never forget, Randy, she a kid.
That's a fact.
You know, so don't be surprised if she do something that a kid would do.
Yeah.
And don't be mad like, oh, what you doing? Because it kind of, like blew me, like, whoa. Just like you said, like, you harder, it's like, I don't want to say the word harder, more protective, like you said, with your daughter. You like, because you a man and you realize some of the stuff that you did.
Yeah.
We bullheaded. It is what it is. I expect my son to do some dumbass shit. I mean, I know that's messed up to say it, but I just expect it.
No, that's fine. I think.
And my daughter, I don't know. I'm just holding her to a higher standard because you're going to take care of daddy and your brother. Because we might not get it right, but you got to get it right. That's just how I'm coming, for real.
I know, with my mom's, my mom's was really open when she talked about sex. Open as can be. But she was really unrealistic when she didn't expect me to be thinking about sex, jerking, all of that kind of stuff. You know what I'm saying? So it was weird. She didn't really talk about you need to be wearing condoms if you're gonna do it. Cause she just said you're not gonna do it. So I'm dipping my dipstick out there, you know what I'm saying? Just not doing what I'm supposed to do.
Having fun with
and it's having fun, but I'm here. And again, you gotta, that real conversation has to be had where it's like, yo, listen.
Yo, Pops dropped off a condom in my wallet on my
And those are the things that you gotta have. You know what I'm saying?
I turned 13, he gave me that good old green Trojan.
13?
Here you go.
Damn, that's early.
13, bro. Bro, at that age, honestly, bro, I can honestly remember this. Like, at that age, bro, I had girls knocking at the door at his crib, bro, for sure.
Some big ones.
They wasn't no big ones, nigga. Hell no.
Niggas.
But it was just, it wasn't even like that. I honestly wasn't even having sex. It was just, we was cool and, a couple chicks liked me or whatever and shit like that. But they you know what I'm saying? It wasn't like that, but they were knocking on the door, knocking on the door or whatever. Coming from around the corner, coming from down the street, just around the girls around the neighborhood.
This boy was ugly as hell as a kid. It wasn't knocking on no damn door.
I'm trying to tell you.
Jordan's so crazy.
That's being honest, dog. I'm being dead ass. Like, dude, why else would you give me a condom at 13? Give me the birds and the bees speech. You know what I mean?
Like, you prove it to me.
I'm just telling you the truth. But whatever the case is. Asshole.
But like you said, it's like with your boy. It's like, I remember my daughter one time told me that she thought a boy was cute. And I was happy. And the only reason I was happy is because I'm like, man, this day and age where they talking about they think they lesbian.
That's what I'm saying. Exactly.
I'm like,
I would be, that's how it would be. Then it's time to discipline that part. Now that I know that you,
you explain to both of them. I'm just like, but look, all I'm gonna tell you is put things in perspective.
Yeah.
Okay. You can't take care of nobody. All right. You can't take care of nobody. You got
me when you get older.
Yeah. It's like
you ain't got no money.
That's why I'm laughing at Trey. What you and Trey just said, because that's why I tell somebody, like, when you get daughters, you pretty much getting people to go take care of you when you're old.
Yeah. Exactly.
Boys do it from a distance.
Yeah. Just looking at me
you
like,
need a wash machine,
when you get older.
You need a wash machine. I'm gonna buy it.
I'm gonna get you a nurse.
There you go.
Go get
I got you. You might come over there and check, like,
cause I ain't cleaning your diaper. It's over.
Daughters, they doing all that. Boys do everything. The money aspect, good boy, you take care of money.
Yeah.
I'm putting you in the best home.
Yeah, exactly.
That you ever had.
Let me tell you something. Don asked me the other day, Daddy, what you doing when we go to college? I'm like, what? Nigga, what you trying to say? He was like, nothing. And just walked away. I'm like,
how old is he?
Nigga's 9 years old. He is 9 years old. I'm like, what you mean what I'm going to do? How old you think I'm going to be? He was like, I just wondered because... And he looked like that. He just looked to the side like, all right, I gotta go clean up. Like, this nigga trying to replace me with a... Like, with himself. And then that's the other part about replacing, because... I know what I went through as a kid growing up. Like, even with the conversation you said about your mom's talking to y'all about sex. I grew up in a Bible thumper home, and they ain't know what I was doing at church until they found out somebody liked me.
Yeah.
But man, it's having my sons is like, bro, like even in this day and age, like you said, like you want to confirm that they like who they like, and then you just want to be vigilant.
Yeah, because it's 10 times worse, bro.
Yeah.
I would never want to be born in this generation.
Hell no.
I couldn't do it like that.
But
Smart
is it so
technology-wise,
different,
they do
Yeah,
their
that's
thing.
what I'm saying. It's
Hell
so
yeah,
different.
it's different.
Technology is 10 times different.
10 times.
Social media done made
10
too much
times.
access.
When I was
Not to that, yeah. That's
yeah,
true.
way
I
too
be
much.
kicked out of school all the time.
Bro, it's terrible.
I know I would because
Yeah.
I'm gonna speak my mind.
Yeah.
I'm like, I ain't with that.
Yeah.
Get out. That person over there too sensitive. I'm like, man, fuck.
Unfiltered for a reason.
This is crazy, man.
You just gotta know, man. Like
It's like you have to explain why I believe what I believe, and instead of you just leave me fucking alone and let me do my thing.
yeah.
You know, like one person, well, you can't say that. Like, what you mean I can't say that? What? I can't say what?
That's a good point.
You know
I
what
can't
I'm
say
saying?
what.
What you mean?
You could offend somebody.
Like, it's like I'm offended. Like I'm offended that you just said that you're offended by that.
Right.
And it's like I could be like I don't understand where you can have your opinion. That's why I said this day and age it is so, man. It's like the battle of the sheep because all it is a big following game. Whatever it is following, and if you don't like following, like if
I like
everybody
that. It's a battle of the
jumping
sheep.
over the bridge,
Yeah.
people looking at you when you don't do it like you ain't jumping.
You see the trend?
I'm not jumping over that
But I'm
bridge.
saying though, again, that social media aspect, you see how strong it is.
It's
like
strong.
these dudes that say something, they real opinion that they feel that,
Mm-hmm.
and then here come the trolls. Here come people all day, every day
All
coming
day.
at you, and then 2 days later. I'd like to apologize for the
Yup.
words that I said 2 days ago. I did not mean that. That wasn't what I wanted to say. I don't believe any of that. Like, nigga, grab your balls.
I tell
That's
I was about to say,
millions of
I
people.
was about to say,
That's why I respect
That's
you.
millions of
He said
people.
I apologize to my daughter.
Yep,
That's
and
why-
that's it. Yeah, fuck y'all
Speaking of
motherfuckers,
that,
bro.
I was about to say,
Keep on
I
speaking to
listen,
that,
if you
bro.
ain't help, if you ain't giving me a check, write a check,
Yes,
and paying my
sir.
bills, I ain't tucking up my nuts for nothing, bro.
Yes,
Kiss my
sir.
ass.
And it's like you said, it's just a bottom line thing. I just told somebody, like, well, if you don't like it,
You won't
don't
pay
listen
me for
to
this
it.
apology? Because that's the only way you gonna get one. Because I ain't saying it.
I was
No.
with Kevin Hart.
Mhm.
He said,
I
y'all
said
want me
I
to
apologize
apologize?
again. He's like,
Hell
I did it
no.
once.
Fuck. I
I
said,
apologize
that's some real shit.
I'm like, you better than me because I wouldn't have did it the first time.
Yeah, that's
Right.
why I respect the community that's saying. I ain't apologizing for what I said.
Mm.
That's how I
That's
felt
crazy.
in that time and frame. I understand that things have changed, but
I'm not
listen,
apologizing for
I'm
that.
not apologizing. I'm a whole new man.
Yeah.
Like, yo, when
I
I
remember
was,
somebody apologized to me like, well, like you know, because I had a teacher's like a meeting for the parents, and I went in there. I'm like, I don't like this idea of y'all having what it say a bath, you know, like when y'all have a bathroom and say gender neutral bathroom,
They really
where
got that?
where they was talking about it.
Oh,
It
so-
came up. I'm like, yeah, I'm not with that.
Hey,
And some of the parents didn't want to sit down in an elementary school.
They want to put, hold up, in the elementary school, they want to put a gender neutral.
Just where you
bathroom.
can go in there, like they can say you go in here, like if you identify as this, you can go in here. And I was like, y'all not gonna do that. That's not gonna happen. Why would y'all expose my kids? It's supposed to be reading and writing and arithmetic. That's it.
Yeah.
It's my job as a parent to educate them about this,
Yeah.
not your job.
Can I
You
say
can teach
something?
the history.
You know you old when you say arithmetic.
Yeah. Read, write, and arithmetic. I'm like, y'all supposed to be teaching my kids this, man.
Oh,
And I got mad, and they got, you know, it's like, well, you know, come on, like, there's people here identified. I'm like, what, you know what? Like in my belief, when you, first of all, that's like my daughter coming to me saying, Daddy, I just want to eat sugar all day. That's all I want to eat. Every day I just want to eat sugar. And I'm like, you know what? If you identify that that's what you need to eat sugar all day, eat your heart out.
Enjoy
And
it.
then she died and all this other good stuff from eating sugar all day. I'm like, I'm supposed to be raising my kid and letting them lead down the right road. Not this road that y'all want to have them lead down where it's this live how you want. You know, like I see the guy say, he had this thing he'll say, man, live and let people live. I'm like, okay, keep going. Keep explaining to me what you're trying to say. And he was getting irritated. He's like, I'm just saying that, you know, what you do, you know, how people do stuff in their lives don't affect you. I was like, that's a goddamn lie. That's a fucking lie, bro. If I got, let's say, Judge, you got 4 sons. If you ain't raising them to do the right thing, they gonna have to come, they robbing and stealing from me.
yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
If you ain't raising your kids to
They
do the
gonna
right
lash out,
way,
yeah.
it is an effect on everybody else.
It is.
Guess what? It's an effect on the teachers. It's an effect on everybody that have to deal with them. And I told one man, I'm like, if you don't believe that, like, your kid, I'm going to give you a good example on that. Parent up there talking about, well, you know, it's my kid, let them do what they want to do. As soon as they shot, you want a GoFundMe page and you looking for money from me. You should have thought about that. Live and let live. Go and pay for the money to get your kid out. You know what I'm saying? To bury him or something like that.
Right.
Because I'm raising my kid, daughter, son, to be in this society and know how to take care of yourself.
Yeah.
You ain't got to kiss nobody's behind.
No.
Do what you know is the right thing to do and focus on what you need to do.
Period.
The rest of that stuff, leave it alone.
Period.
You ain't got to argue with nobody about what you know is right. That's just dumb. Truth don't need no explanation. So when I see that, I get mad because I'm like, bro, dude, that's the problem right now. It used to be before where the neighborhood, and don't get me wrong, like I said, times have changed. But with the neighborhood, they all raised every kid in the neighborhood just for the most part.
Yeah.
The kids, they looked out for them. Now, don't get me wrong, you got the sneaks, you got the pedophiles, you got not to say it wasn't back then. Now, it's just accepted. Now, and people get mad when I say that, but it is accepted. Because you gonna start opening up the Pandora's box, you ain't got no control what pop out that bad boy.
I mean, you see your boy, Billy D.
I'm gender fluid ass nigga.
People invent words to try to be more confusing.
Yeah.
I'm like, bro, Billy D, just shut up, man.
Bro.
And then I had a friend man that go say, she said, I knew he was gay because he was never around a woman. I had to think about that. I'm like, I ain't never heard of Billy D having no girlfriend, man. But I'm like, still, bro, you're just doing this, man, you on your deathbed. And I'm trying to be funny.
More
You right
importantly,
there.
who gives a fuck?
Yeah,
Like,
it's like,
honestly.
like, Billy D, come on, bro.
Like,
Now you coming out here, you know, like I said, I put it over him. I'm like, yeah, you want to, Billy D wanted all these girls, but he really wanted to Coke 45 of his ass.
that's, yeah.
Let me just go to show you, man. Demons is real.
Bro,
You hear me?
there you is. And that's it. I ain't got nothing else to say. There you
Demons
go.
is real, dude. You
Yeah.
82 years old. Billy D. Williams.
82?
Bro,
Yeah.
this man has seen some shit. Think about how long 82 years is.
Yes, sir.
You feel me? Like, this is, you talking about, you know, you grew up in a time where this was completely wrong. And you 82 years old and you want to come out now?
Bro,
That's some
you saying the
demons.
exact same
demon,
thing
bro.
I've been saying. I'm like, he know.
That's the
now
demon,
all of
bro.
a sudden you cool with it.
That's
It's just
the
like
demon.
that. What's that movie he was in? Undercover Brother. When he was selling the chicken.
Yeah.
When they were like, oh, you know what I'm saying? I'm like, bro, you been eating the chicken?
Bro, something ain't right, bro.
I
That's,
say gender fluid. I'm gender fluid. I'm like, man, stop inventing words for confusion.
that's,
That means
that's a demon, bro. That's exactly.
That means
that's-
you don't align with being a man or a woman, right? The gender fluid.
Hey,
No,
it's-
I'm confused. It's another word for
Okay, I'm
confusion.
like, oh,
Yeah,
I've never heard
yeah,
it.
it's
Yep.
confusion.
It's just confusion, bro.
Sometimes he feel like a woman, sometimes he feel like a man.
Yep, sound
whatever.
like confusion to me.
You don't know what your role
You don't know if you want to Almond Joy or Miles.
82 years old. It's called Alzheimer's. That's
Thank
what the hell it is.
All time. I was like, man, he going insane. And they just.
I always thought Billy D was pimping. Like, I thought
Yeah.
that was always the thing.
His
Like,
persona.
And I told people, like, that's the
persona.
funny thing about it. He was a sex symbol to the women, and most men was like, man, that's
I
a
wanna
cool
be
brother.
him,
I'd be
yeah.
like, yo. Now, I'm like, like I said, like, I think this demonic activity. If people don't believe in demonic activity,
That is.
I don't understand how they don't.
I don't understand.
I'm like, that's joke for real.
I tell you
Anybody
what,
that's
man.
crazy.
That's something I pray for. Let me see a demon a mile away. Thank you, Jesus, because I don't
Yup.
need none of that
Crazy.
near me, bro.
The only thing I know, if y'all heard of this comedian, her name is Flame Monroe.
I just saw her
You heard
in the
about-
Breakfast Club
but-
interview.
It's insanity that he a man and he a woman, but what I respect about him
This
is he
nigga's
say
crazy.
ain't no such thing as trans.
Nah.
If you a man, talking about you a woman, you just a cross-dresser,
Cross-dresser.
acting like a woman.
Okay.
And I respect that.
That nigga
He's like,
said
so
he-
stop it. So now guess what? LBGTQ don't like him.
Yeah, he got a problem with him.
Because they want to be
There you-
considered a certain thing.
Right.
But dude, they got like 31 different damn titles.
Listen, bro, they got the
It's-
same rights
They got
that
an
we got.
asexual,
Bisexual.
Somebody called me
B-side.
like you're a I would say you're a heterosexual cis male. I'm like, what the fuck is that?
Yeah.
they
Somebody called, let's go tell me. I can't believe that. I'm like, you're a man who thinks that you're a man. I'm like, I'm a man who knows I'm a man.
Wait, what?
They come up with the
Come on,
craziest
that's why I said these new stupid terms. Heterosexual cis
male.
male.
Yeah.
I was like, are you kidding me?
No.
For real. This what your process is.
That
You're
came
mad
from the
at
heart from
me
them.
because I know This ain't even about you believe in God or not. If you don't believe in God, you believe in science. That's right there. It's anatomy. Come on.
That's just like.
Hey, I'm like, you want me to help you out? You got a penis or a vagina?
Yeah.
Oh, you got a penis? Oh yeah, you a guy.
That's like saying,
Oh, you got a vagina?
I know it's there, but I have
like I just feel.
disbelief.
Or I mean, I like girls. I mean, you gay. You gay? What? You gay? I'm like, get out of here. But don't tell me some insanity talking about I'm gender fluid. I'm like, man, what gender fluid? You go to a gas station for that shit? You're an old man. Like you said, with Alzheimer's. Man, you man, please somebody sit him down.
Please.
Where's Mac at, man?
This
This nigga commenting in here, bro. Get here.
He commented, he not
Yo.
here.
Yeah.
That's crazy.
I tell you, man.
That's crazy.
Hey, there you go. Hey, Sierra, how you doing? You say I don't apologize for nothing I say, but I will apologize for my delivery. You know what, Sierra? I want to say that, but I feel like when I deliver something, I do deliver it in respect for the most part. If I know I'm in my emotions, I ain't gonna say nothing. I'm gonna stay quiet for a minute. I'm like, okay, I'm heated. Let me just chill out for a minute.
Yeah.
Sometimes.
I think I'm pretty good with that. Like, you may not like what I say, but I meant what I said.
And I'm doing my best to
You know
make
what I'm
sure it
saying?
come out the best way it can.
Whenever I say, I'm not really a screamer. I'm gonna tell you directly what the fuck I mean to tell you. And if you don't like that delivery, you just don't like it straight, and that's fine. You know what I'm saying? You just gotta deal with that yourself.
That's a dope perspective.
Yeah,
You don't like it straight. You want me to sugarcoat it for you? What you want me to say?
I know I can be passionate about some stuff that I got
That's
to
the
say.
best word I can say.
I can
Passionate.
I
That's
can
what I am.
definitely be passionate about what I got to say, so I understand where you coming from. You know what I mean? I may get loud. I don't mean nothing by it. I mean, I mean what I say, but I don't mean like, no aggression. It's just I'm passionate about what I'm saying.
And that's how, like you said, that's how it's supposed to be. It's like, I can respect you if you're doing that, because it's different if now you're going to throw an insult in, like, what that got to do with what we talking about?
Right.
Like, now you just trying to be like you and your feelings. That's how you can tell when somebody is
Now
actually...
you wanna take it there,
there
you
you go.
need to go there.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying? Now, you want to be passionate. Okay, I respect your passion. Because at the end of the day, we could both say, you know what, man, I ain't agree with you. But I respect what you were saying.
that's the key
and
word.
go about your business.
That respect.
You live.
That's the key word, the respect of it all. Everybody can get their point off and just live. Like, we all entitled to our opinions. Like, come on, man.
Yeah, I see Mac crazy behind bars, but he said he's still on his way. I just got a text from him. So, Mac, we going to still wait for you for that master bake, because I know people waiting on it. But
it's like, dude,
it's crazy.
I'm ready to get to talk. I want to see what this man got to say about acrimony.
I just watched it again last night.
Yeah, I did too.
I said, let me get back with you.
Listen,
Y'all something else, man.
you too, brother. Listen, let me tell you. Like I said, nigga.
Now, I want to get into this real quick. I want to get into this for y'all. All right.
Yeah, man.
All right. I love the saying that the black dollar got a lot of power.
Okay.
I love it. I think that's a great saying, because we didn't discuss it so many times and we didn't have so many stats about it that, we'd be blacks as a spending. The amount of money that we spend, we'd be the 9th largest nation on the planet Earth.
Absolutely.
Over $9 trillion. $9 trillion. When somebody, I don't think people know what trillion really is when they think about it. I'm like some people like, that's a lot of money. $1 trillion.
Can't think about it.
And that's just spending capital. We got people that's worth those monies that can equal up to that as well.
And the funny thing about it is that I did a little bit, I went a little deeper, because, you know what I'm saying, when you start, you sitting there chilling and you think about some things. I was just like, you know what? Let me look up some more information. I wanted to look up what city, look up city and states. I want to look up the population of blacks and stuff for that much, because I was watching, if y'all never get a chance to watch, I'm sorry, Tavis Smiley. He has another show that's not, I know he's been gone, but he got another show that's out. It ain't on no big network. You have to really catch it. You got to catch it. You know what I'm talking about, though, but you got to YouTube it. You find it. I was like, because he's been down ever since the Me Too movement. I don't get on that. But he had one where he was talking about how the greatest percentage of African Americans is in the South. And I'm like, okay, that ain't surprised me. But, you know what I'm saying? Well, no. And actually, when you get more, the city with the greatest percentage, not like the most black people, but the greatest percentage of black people is Detroit, Michigan.
Okay, yeah. Makes sense.
84% of the residents in Detroit are black.
Yeah.
Wow.
I knew it was a lot. I really didn't expect it to be that much.
Shout out to my
Even
hometown.
right now.
Wow, I thought it was Atlanta. Literally like you.
Business ownership is under 10%.
Oh God, that makes us look.
See, that just shifted around. Now, the highest percentage of black people in the country is in New York City.
Okay.
Period. Just, already.
Even that is.
You know what I'm saying?
Nah, that makes sense.
You know what I'm saying? It's huge. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, it's huge.
So, like I said, it's like the world's biggest island to me, a little bit. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
The railroads, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
But it's incredible. And I was thinking about that, and I was like, the
Yeah.
black dollar, you look. And when they talk about Detroit didn't experience the recession, and, when we finally got, talking about wherever it was a recession or whatever. And I was like, with the spending, it's like with the jobs, because people got to remember, during the, a little bit before the 70s, Detroit was a boom town.
Yes, sir.
It was a boom town. So everybody was coming here. Of course, you know what I'm saying, had a lot of white folks here at that time frame and all this other good stuff. Blacks came, moved up here, factory jobs off the hook. People was going from school, right into the factory, making their money, having great livings and things of that nature. And I'm getting to a point here with y'all. And one of the things I noticed that what they said, and I think we might have talked about it too, was about women. When it comes to the black dollar, is that they were saying that women now, and which I kind of thought that was at all times, you got are getting more educated than the black men.
Yeah.
Talking about in terms of degrees and stuff like that.
Right.
And I had a great explanation for it, but I want to hear what y'all had to say. But the black dollar is being spent more by African American women. Actually, they're the number one consumer in the United States. Nobody spent more than African American women.
Really?
That never surprised me.
That never surprised me.
Yeah, that never surprised me.
I'm saying really in a sense.
And not like because they bad spenders, but I just know that they, man, if you think about it.
Dude, candles, makeup, food. I'm gonna put food four
I'm gonna
times.
put this in there too, bro.
Because, dude,
I'm about to say,
think about it. Think
Food,
about it.
nigga,
Think
like
about
the
it,
fifth
bro.
time.
Bro, food.
Yeah, man.
God. Like it's women on Instagram, on Facebook, crying because their biggest problem is we're spending money on food.
Yeah.
And women love steak and lobster. Love steak and lobster. Like I mean, like it's top, like they gonna spend it on and brunch, mimosas. I mean, dude. I mean, and like I said, like makeup. Those, like I said, I named them single times because they only single times. But dog, them 4-5 times I said food, bro. Women will spend that money. Rue Chris, they love just the name of it. Give them chills. You know what I mean? Just you give them this top notch chef. $500 a plate, girl. We gonna get that. It's
Even when you think about it, like you said, everything else. When you think about it, trips, vacations. Not saying that well, we know it didn't go everywhere. We know Jordan go everywhere, but for the most part, that they do. And then I told somebody, they was asking me, and I'm gonna get y'all opinion on it because like the topic basically is that the black dollar, everybody wants it.
Yeah.
It's the number one. That's why everybody wants it. You starting to see it in everything. We was talking about Lexus commercials. You started to see it. Even Dietrich Furs had a black person come up in that bad boy. I'm like, man, this is, y'all realize the value of this money. But they realized it back a long time ago.
No, I'm gonna say Jews call us liquid money.
There you go.
Jews call us liquid money. But you know what? And I'm not saying this is an excuse, but there is a mindset behind this. Black people, like I said before, we came here with nothing, with no sense of ourselves, and having to pick ourselves up from slavery times to get to where we are now. It is a progression, but the lack of education was there. There are some that are educated. It's becoming. It's coming. You know what I mean? It's coming more and more and more.
Yep.
But regardless of the fact, the mindset is that we had to catch up. We're trying to catch up.
No, I always get it.
We are trying to get what we should have got in the first. You got a lot of people with old money. You got a lot of people who've been on money.
That twice.
You know what I'm saying? A lot of people who've been on money. A lot of people that had old money. So for black people, you can't blame them for wanting the nice car. You can't blame them for wanting to get the big ass house. You can't blame them for wanting to get the nice TV. They didn't have the shit. You know what I mean? So a lot of people grew up on sugar bread. You know what I mean? Eating eggs and rice. Shit, I know I did. It wasn't always good, but it wasn't always bad. But we getting where we should have been, and it's good that we able to get here now. But like I said, black people are in a catch up mode right now.
I
And
agree
now
about 50% of that.
Now the knowledge is becoming more and more accessible. So now there's no excuse for how you're spending your money.
Okay.
You know what I mean? So now you have the knowledge. You should be, instead of spending your money on all this crap, investing. You should be stocks and bonds. You should be buying real estate. You know, now that stuff is being put out on social media. Now it's being enforced into the black community like crazy, where it was never like this. The damn show wasn't like this 10 years ago. 5 years ago. I wouldn't even say it was 5 years ago. 5 years ago, what was it? It was, Facebook. I mean, I don't know. It wasn't no damn, like, you know, somebody talking about real estate and pushing it so hard like they are right now. It was mostly just social media being the biggest boom ever, like you know, MySpace and Facebook and Bebo, internet being what it was, you know, internet becoming what it is now. That's what people been on, you know. But now that it is where it's at. Now they're posting positive things of what you can do with your money. And before that, like I said, it was never no source to that. You didn't learn that in school. You didn't hear your grandparents talk about it. I didn't hear I didn't hear my mom talk about it. I didn't hear that from nobody. You know, I didn't have a mentor telling me this and teaching me that. You know what I'm saying? Nobody was ever putting it in my face like social media is doing now. And that's because I choose to follow it because I want the knowledge. You know what I mean? But now it's there. I can actually go and seek it. Google has helped out millions of people. YouTube has too. So
I don't know. Cause again, I see a lot of what you're saying. I see a lot of people pushing out whatnot. But then, man, with how people are, man, it's easy to hit the share button real quick and push that shit out there. You know what I'm saying?
Speaking about that, share.
You know what I'm saying? Right?
Like,
share the
shit's
podcast,
easy.
please.
oh yeah, share the podcast.
No, but,
like, share,
again,
reply.
I see it a lot more. But again, if you know people in real life and you go into their real life, it ain't nothing that they following according to all of that stuff, you know what I'm saying, that they're actually speaking about. I think everybody just like the discipline, man, especially us as black people.
Yeah.
Like I said, part of to add another part on to that is we can't come together. All right, we some haters. Period. Everybody doesn't want, the next black person doesn't want to see the other black person. We're trying to get better.
Kathy, I see you.
You know what I'm saying? We're trying to get better. I think that we are becoming better with things and, you know, mutual funding and everything like that, but you got a lot of haters. Some people just don't want to see, you know, they don't want to share, you know, your positivity. You know what I mean? They don't want to, you know, to shed your light like that. They
Max
really
said 10 minutes away.
An hour ago.
Well, that was how.
Sounds
I see. And, Kathy just said the answer today. The cat said 20 acres and a mule. That was
It's
BS.
supposed to be 40.
Yeah.
Listen, that's what made me, like, piggybacking off a few of the things that you guys just said. I think, honestly, especially 9 trillion, that's large. And you got to think, for one, like you said, Troy, like, we was forced over here. So I think a lot of it, especially in our community.
We gonna argue that one.
Listen.
Oh, they gonna say that.
Well, I would say forced in terms of our own people selling each other.
There we go. Okay. No, I just want to make sure you corrected
Of course, white people. I mean, not white people, but not because I got white
Nah,
family.
they was white.
Colonized.
We ain't gonna stop. We ain't gonna stop with that. We ain't gonna stop. I love my white friends.
Yeah, I love them. Like,
I love you, white
we came to this country. We came to this country, yo, off of these. To me, I think it's 3 things: it's systematic oppression, hate, and it's crazy that I forgot the 3rd one. But it's really, I think it's systematic.
Yeah, I'd be on the edge of my seat, John, too.
Systematic. It's oppression. But I think it's oppression and hate and distraction. That's what it was. Hate, systematic oppression, and distraction. I think we did have it. No, it's fear. It's not distraction. Fear. Because you got to think, post Civil War and all this stuff, we had the Tulsa, Oklahoma's, or is it Alabama? No, not
No, Greenwood. You got it.
The Greenwood areas where black people, we were thriving. At one point, we were so successful that white people were looking like peons, and they came and destroyed it. So I think out of that grew fear. And if I get $1, I'm gonna take care of myself, which is really taking care of the other, because we giving our money to, like you said, the Dietrich Furs, the all these other peoples that's really making money to take care of their family instead of bringing it back to us. And I think that's where the hate came in, because it's like, yo, dang, we fucked up.
And y'all see Queen and Slim?
No, I need to
I haven't
see
seen
that.
it yet.
I ain't gonna talk about it.
But
man.
I think that oppression, that systematic oppression, like even with the real estate thing, you gotta think the historical background is it's hard for black people to get a loan to get a home.
Absolutely.
And even when we got the loans, the interest rate compared to someone else, like your kids gonna be paying off.
Red zone.
Like the redlining. Like our people suffered those things, so when it came down to actually putting ourselves in the opportunity to grow, not just as a family or individual, but as a whole community of folks, you start looking at things as like, yo, well, if I try to succeed at that, I'm gonna fail. Instead of looking at, yo, if we succeed at it, we're gonna be successful.
And you said that, and that's the key word that I think that we missed out on. And that's why I was saying, I was agree with 50% of what Troy said, and what y'all said is because it's that certain aspect that what we forget about is that, and I know that's what Jordan was probably about to go into too.
Yeah.
And it was that for some reason, somewhere down the line, and y'all all hit on it.
Yeah.
We said that we could get there faster if we did it by ourselves. And it's like some deep seated, and that just started back. That was slavery anyway. That was slavery. They did it from the beginning. Just like now, we the only race that believe that dark skin and light skin is two different
Blacks.
different black. They're like, man, that I'm saying. They tell you something. But and that's some people. Not saying like, what we do. We joke around all the time. But it's some people that are hold fast to that.
Yeah.
They are just like, bam, this way it's supposed to be. And that's the way it was, like, no, there we go. So it started like that. So what happened when you get people that were strong enough to stand on them, when we about to stand up and do them, what they do? They made an example of them.
True.
They did it right off the bat. Not only did they capture them, they did stuff like, man, we're going to fillet him. We're going to cut his body parts out. We're going to put them all over here. If you ever have an idea to do that again, this is what happened to you.
That fear.
So when you have, like you said, the fear, and then you look at other stuff, the biggest mistake, and I had this, when I remember I was in college in my history class, and my professor got so mad because I said this. I said, she was like, so how do y'all feel about the Civil Rights Act of 1964? I said it was the biggest mistake the blacks ever made in their life.
Yeah, I agree
like, what
with
did you say? She's like, why would you say that? I was like, because the only reason it has nothing to do with black, period.
No.
Y'all realize, I'm like, somewhere down the line, Jewish and European Americans, that's what I like to call them. And what happened is that they said, first of all, it don't take, numbers don't lie. They had someone kind of like, man, blacks, the population of African Americans is huge.
It really is.
They're spending money. They're coming about. They're doing these things. We got to get a piece of that. We can't keep telling them they can't sit up here and then they go into their own business. They saw what happened. The best thing that could ever happen to us is us saying, we ain't gonna lie on y'all. We gonna take it. You know what I'm saying? It's just like if we was all right here, they said we couldn't do nothing. Okay, then we start a business. But you can do that. Like Iceman, we'll bring the ice. And what happened is like, man, we don't like that. We want y'all to need us, and we want y'all to be able to. We want to be able to say to y'all can't have it.
Yeah.
So I agree with everything that y'all was saying about like money wise, because it was. You think about in Chicago, it was like they was trying to buy real estate. They would purposely. No, you can't get that loan. It's like a 20% interest rate. That's why I told people now in Detroit, and they don't believe me, but they're going to start saying it, that I don't care if you got A1 credit. I don't care. If you are black and you try to get property in this city, once they get to where they really want it, you ain't getting shit.
So you better get in there
Now, and it's like, you just tell them, it's just what's going to happen. I'm like, look at every major city that had something bad that happened to it. Chicago riots.
Yeah. Hurricane Katrina in New Orleans.
New Orleans. See, everything they doing down there, they change it up. Everything they doing. Milwaukee, they don't want to say nothing about all these places.
Oh, yeah.
This is what happens. Oh, they moved out. They moved away from it. Did it? Because look at New Orleans. People moved away. Man, I ain't going back there. I ain't experiencing that again.
They bought up all that property and made a resort.
Somebody came in there. You got people right now buying property in Detroit that don't even live here.
Don't even live here.
Live in New York. Living up just like what you said. Somebody
investing in Detroit.
And they just do it like you said. They have that aspect of liquid money. Jordan brought up the chart that one time. That Asians, for the most part, they have the dollar circulate the most in their community, which I'm kind of don't believe that. I want to say it's Jewish a little bit more.
I gotta say something about the money that trickles, and this kind of sort of is like a shout out to Killer Mike. I don't know if y'all watched the show that he had on Netflix called Trigger Warning, but he said something that was important in regards to the 9 trillion. He was like, "Yo, a dollar in the black community." I think he said,
brother, talking all that
it don't even a dollar in the black community don't even stay. Like, I think it was like 3 to 4 hours before it's given out to someone else's community. And it's like, yo, we need to take that information, that knowledge, and really apply it to our lives. And then I would see something like that with his show. And then I'd be like, okay, we talking about the micro levels of how we should pull together our resources community. But on the macro, even with today's society, you will see, like, they had it's a title summit where all these culture innovators, our people, whether it's the Jay-Z's, the T.I.'s, everyone in the entertainment field. This is literally a picture of, if you was to calculate how much they all is, it's that 9 trillion that we have. And none of these guys, with the exception of LeBron, wasn't in the picture because he got to school. But you would think, like, if they was to invest,
This nigga come here doing that shit.
like,
What's
yo,
up, people? Jordan want to be off the show.
introduce yourself,
good, bro?
brother.
Oh my goodness.
What's good, brother?
What's up, man?
How you doing, sir?
Living.
What's going on?
But like, yo, it's,
All good, bro.
like, we really have to sit back and look at ourselves and say, what are we doing to progress ourselves positively for the generations to come? Like, yo, whether we feel like we behind the 8 ball or not, our ancestors were way behind. Like, and they were taken advantage of.
Mm-hmm.
So for us to come in this day and age and say, like, yo, it's unfair, this, that, and the third. No, brother, no, sister. It's unfair because you're not doing your part.
And they go right to what? They don't like him right now.
Yeah.
But this guy can really, he's really smart.
Yeah.
And one of his best lines I ever heard is that he made us hate ourselves and love their wealth.
I love it.
And that's exactly what happened.
Screaming with a part.
So yeah, and what happened, you know, because it's exactly what it is. We didn't got to the point where some people, because I ain't never get to. Because one thing, when I think about some things that I knew happened, the first thing I think about, like, man, you know what I mean, like my people, that just for, you know, me to be able to read the damn book.
To vote.
Like,
Just
are
to
you
breathe.
crazy?
Just to breathe.
Like, just to
and not
breathe,
be
I'm like, you don't think I would
terrorized.
like that?
Yeah.
I told somebody that, like, there's like, you know, I'm like, well, how would you been back there? I'm like, I'd have been dead. They'd have killed me because I couldn't have been doing what I was
At all.
But the problem is now, the most money is old money. It is how it is. That's how it works in the Middle East. It's old money. Those kings are all sons. And it's a generational thing. It's called generational wealth. So now, that's why I say I agree, that part I agree with Troy about is that now that you got it, it takes time.
Yeah.
And the problem is, say what we want to say, blacks are impatient.
Niggas
We don't
no
want to pay a
patience.
sacrifice.
Nobody want to be like,
Sacrifice is like,
I'm a
all right.
sacrificial lamb for. But you know what changes that? Have a child.
Hell yeah.
If you're a good parent, it'll change it for you. You'll be like,
Hey, you would change everything.
there you go. You'll change
Yeah.
everything. You think, but you know, and you know how the first they was changing it? They were changing it with life insurance. That's how most of it. That was the biggest change because that's the next way you could get wealth.
Yep.
Like, there you go. So what I do all the time, and you can say,
Mama on life insurance.
There you
put
go,
my brother
bro.
on life insurance.
And the scary part is I didn't want to do that. Put me, my wife, and my baby on it. But I'm like, I might put everybody. Just
I put everything. My God,
Everybody on it.
I have my goddaughter.
Even if they
On my life
don't,
insurance,
they don't have to kill over. But 20 years down the line, they still alive. You can sell that.
Yo, listen.
You can sell
You
that.
sell your life insurance?
Yes.
That's crazy.
Hey, y'all need to.
So many different types.
It's a
Term,
lot, yo.
whole.
Yo.
You have to do you got
Y'all
to
need
do
to
And
your
don't be thinking that job life insurance is what's up, because it ain't. You need to get go
That's
get
what
your own claim.
I had got the job one.
Yeah,
I got
it was
the one for
$25,000.
AAA.
Get your own claim.
But yo, speaking of that, the life insurance, y'all need to look up this legend comedian named T.K. Kirkland. He was literally just
T to
saying.
the motherfucking K, okay?
Hey, that nigga said, you know how Rich Bloods and Crips would be if they would have put each member on life
Boy!
insurance? It's like, bro.
Nah, they would have stopped that.
Bro.
Okay?
They would've stopped
They're
that
like,
killing each other.
hey.
Hey, whoa.
Come on, man.
They wouldn't.
Y'all coming with prerequisite conditions or some shit like that. Y'all can't get this.
Hey, that'd be a gangster with paperwork, nigga.
Them coming in there like, yo, man,
But yo,
how much
like,
dig I get?
I got
too many
6
apologies.
niggas.
Hey, cuz.
I think you ain't gonna step out here today. You too high risk.
But listen, yo, we gotta really just get back to the core fundamentals of the whole reason behind being free as black people, and that's just really investing in ourselves. And that takes more than money. It takes equity. It takes time, heart, and dedication. Like
Big mindset change. That's the number thing. They
People
gotta have
really
a
don't
mindset
understand
change out this world.
Discipline.
Big
and
discipline.
discipline.
Big
Stop always looking out to hurt one another. Like that's where we trap. That's
That too.
that's the main part of systematic oppression. Let's just call it Jim Crow.
hate
Like people still follow those fundamentals to this day, and it's like, yo, when are we gonna rise above? Like we really gotta pull ourselves out. I gotta pull myself out. We gotta pull ourselves out.
Until we figure out how to, it's the biggest thing, and this is what I mean because I've seen it, is that when I went, one time I went to a wedding. I went to an Italian wedding. Ain't nothing like it. I still ain't never been nothing like it before.
Mm-hmm.
I didn't see any gift boxes. I didn't see anything.
Cash.
I saw this like fountain, like you said, and all I saw was envelopes getting
Yeesh.
in it. And I was like,
Okay.
damn, what's that? I'm like, they was like, this is all money. Like this and that. Then at the end, the wedding gift to them was a house.
Cash.
Beautiful.
So they like, we want to set you up for doing this, and we want to set you up for the long term.
Yeah.
That's why so many of them. And don't give me, that's a whole nother conversation for a whole nother love. But
Why they outside the race?
you know what? Well, you know what I'm saying? What you say? Why?
Yeah, that's what I was gonna ask that because I think about like how they say, well, why like white women like to date athletes or people that has money, but that's the reason. Like, all right, hey, dated somebody with money. Don't date to somebody. Hey, yeah, they may be coming up. We, like you said, old money. We're brought from old money. We don't want you to lose money. We want you to gain money. So probably dating an athlete or somebody in that kind of family that has it makes more sense.
And that's why they did the arranged marriages. From jump, if you got more money, like, and I can't front out. If I'm a king, which I am, but I'm talking about if you got another king, I'm like, look, your son, and you've been raising them from this point on to do this and be like this, and I'm raising my daughter to do like this, let's talk. I can see why they did it. I ain't saying it's right.
This shit chess, not checkers.
Yup. And I'm like, they just like, we keeping the money in this bad boy. But like you say now, with most people, because I know we was getting off, talking about it with the black dollar now, is that what they're seeing is such a high value. And the reason why I say, you talk about, that I hate you ever notice every statistic when they talk about the black dollar or black, it's always designed to make the black man in such a horrible light.
Yeah.
It's always designed that way. Because I'm like, they talk about degrees and stuff like that. I'm like, you got educated brothers, but let me tell you what happened with most brothers. They got smart. They said, yeah, I ain't gonna go to
I
school.
ain't gonna do that.
I found another way to make money. And it ain't always no dope or nothing like that. Matter of fact, it wasn't like that.
No.
Most of them was working in factories.
Yeah.
Most of them was doing things. They was coming out, had trades and stuff, making outstanding money.
Starting their own little
So
business. Laundry
their wives and
like
stuff was
that.
taken care of, and now they, kids and stuff went up there and did everything else like that. Like, yo, go to school. You want to do that? Go ahead and go to school. Because keep in mind, families back then had more money than they got now, and I guarantee it.
That's a fact.
I guarantee it. And most families, when they did it, they was like, forget all that. Because you know why? The only thing you guarantee when you come out of school is debt.
Yep.
That's the only guarantee.
There you go. That's the only guarantee is debt. Even I know people that got full rides that still have to take out loans.
Yep.
I'm like, it's a full. I'm like, it's a full. I'm like, got a full scholarship.
Yeah.
No, you still got to pay some.
Kinda.
Yep.
There was a stipulation in
Like
this.
when I think about my daughter, like what you just said, Trump. The first thing I was thinking about with life insurance, where I get that from? Like, you know what I'm saying? I got that from my mother, was one about life insurance. She's big on that. My great grandmother, Dee, she was big on that. And then I got it from another guy that I was working and I was in school with. And he's talking about, I was like, yeah, I got life insurance right now on me, man. You know what I'm saying? I got a $350,000 policy.
Wisdom.
You know what I'm saying? And then, but I understood what they said because I thought about my daughter and I think about my family. I'm like, dang, I'm the breadwinner. If something happened to me, I need to make sure they're taken care of.
Straight. Yes,
And then they get mad when I tell them stuff like, I don't need don't you dare put me in no $20,000 box. Find the cheapest box.
Box you can
Yeah.
bury my ass.
Don't put me in the
My
run.
wife hate having that
Learn
conversation.
and be
Freeze
done.
my ass.
Hate
Trust
having
me.
that.
Freeze me in the crib like
Trust
yeah,
me,
that
like
nigga dead.
if I did something that bad where I gotta still be in this bad, then
I'm
you trust me.
good. I'm out.
I'm like,
Yeah,
you
I'm
need to
out.
trust me. I'm good. That's why I got it for you, not for me to
Not
get
for me
good.
to be good.
Sorry.
Yeah.
I
It's
ain't
all
gotta
on that.
struggle no more.
So you already know what I want to put on now.
Oh, y'all gotta get on this.
Judge
So wait,
Randy
wait.
Mathis.
Before you put that on,
Troy, Donis, thank you guys for coming on the show. On behalf of Unfiltered, I give you guys these glasses.
Oh, thank you.
Nah, nigga, don't. My wife ain't watching. It's safe for you, baby. Don't.
Appreciate that,
Don't-
man.
Yeah, mother made those.
Thank you.
Thank you, Mama Lynn.
Appreciate that.
Oh, so wait, let me get on this side then. Let's switch seats with somebody.
I had you by the light so you could.
He said so you look a little shiny.
Never mind.
What you want to do? What you want to be? Oh, you want to be in the middle? Okay,
This
fine,
side.
then.
Let me go ahead and post this because it's about to be.
So, I purposely waited,
Everything, though.
even though I was about to go with Troy in a minute, cause he's like, man, we want to get on this.
Man.
So,
Yo, this is dope.
this is the first time in the history of our show.
Man, the whole conversation not watching.
Now we gonna have the law. We got the law.
I'm serious as hell,
We got
man.
the law on this, but and just in case you know what I'm wearing, because I know a couple of y'all just already hit me already. Yes, it's a Russell Wilson jersey. Yes, I'm a New England Patriots fan, but I'm gonna tell you this season, I ain't gonna lie to you, I'm a fan of the black quarterback.
That man married to a black queen. So
I love these black quarterbacks. Somebody gonna say, man, that's wrong, man. You love. I'm like, I love Tom Brady. We just discussed it. Everybody know I'm the biggest New England Patriot fan.
Me too, but I don't fuck with.
But I love these brothers, man.
Did you hear that clip? That's Tom Brady that they doctored. That shit was funny.
I just love these black quarterbacks, man. I love what they doing, man.
What's the name? Wale. On his new album, he got that song. Sue me, I'm rooting for everybody that's black. Again, I don't got nothing against y'all,
At all.
but I'm black.
And we just said it
My
down. What we just say
dog's
down
black.
here? We just admitted it. I'm like, Tom Brady the best until somebody beats him. And Tom Brady is the best. And I'm gonna say he gonna go down history is the best. I'm sorry, he gonna go down history the best until you can get 6 rings single-handedly because he has done it single-handedly.
Yes,
I'm
he
sorry,
has.
he's done it single-handedly.
Yes, he
And
has.
if he do it again this year, I would say retire. I ain't gonna lie, like retire, go off on
I
top.
think he going back to San Fran. That's above them with the most rings. It's like 7 or 8.
Brady got as many rings as the next nearest person.
Yeah, he
The
trying.
next nearest team,
He trying to
and
get
that's
that,
the
he trying to
Steelers.
get that. Okay, he trying to break that.
The
record.
Steelers got 6 rings. He got 6 rings.
Yep, he tired with it.
I love that, man. Y'all got, man, you gotta love Tom Brady. And I can't understand why nobody would not like Tom Brady. And I know I'm gonna get a lot of junk talk, but somebody was talking about,
Jared.
yeah, you know what I'm saying, talking about. But yeah, I got, because I love Russell Wilson. I've been love Russell. I love Russell when he was at Wisconsin
Okay.
because he was a baller. I like gamers, so I'm rooting there. I'm hope Russ. And keep in mind, see, this is the stat nobody want to talk about. 8 seasons Russ been in the NFL. He's not had 1 losing season. Ball out, Russ. I hope you get the MVP.
Kudos.
Cool beans, man. Hope you get it. But let's get into the a conversation that we're going to wait here because I won't wait no longer because I've been wanting to get into it from the jump in the first place.
Let's hit it.
Well, a couple of weeks ago, y'all were told to do some homework. And you shouldn't have to really did it because you should have seen the movie already. But it's a movie. Hold on, man. Dang, man, I got to get my gavel.
You got a gavel? I was about
How about
to say.
say-
No, he's like,
I said, damn, boy.
There we go. The Honorable Randy Johnson in this bitch.
In this bitch. That's some nigga shit.
So, there you go. Ooh. I would love to be a judge. I'm like, why am I getting this court, man? I ain't got all day with this shit. But,
Your dumb ass.
yeah. So anyway, Acrimony. The movie came out a couple of years ago. What was that, 2017, 16,
Probably.
whatever, somewhere around there. Good movie. And we was talking about this movie. We had to do homework, and we wanted to know whose side were you on? If you haven't seen the movie, what would you say? Spoiler alert, stupid. You should have seen it. But in the movie, this young lady had this guy where they both end up meeting. They go to school together. He did a couple of things to her and all this stuff. He kind of cheated on her when they not kind of. He did cheat on her.
One.
Yep.
I only saw him do one thing wrong. He cheated.
You cheated. And what ended up happening is that they ended up being together, but she had an inheritance from her mother of a big money, and she was just pouring into his dream. They want to have this energy efficient thing that was poured into his dream and basically empty out her account, pour into his dream. Ended up happening is that she finally divorced him after he messed up his in-laws' business because he finally got a shot to sell it. He ended up selling it. She kicked him out the house. She divorced him. And then what ended up happening is that he got with another woman Who?
The same woman he cheated
Same
on.
woman he cheated on with.
That matters.
And you know what? I ain't gonna do no more arguing on this. I want to see the arguments itself. So here we go. Acrimony. What side? I don't know which one of y'all want to go first. We got Donis and we got Troy here. And so that they're gonna put in their input. Everybody gonna find out. Here we go. Troy, this one I gotta deal with.
All right, so I'm gonna go ahead and I'm gonna start
You
it
want to
off.
go first? Go ahead.
First off,
Counselor Mac Reese. Go ahead.
First, I want to say Acrimony was a great movie.
Yes, it was.
Tyler Perry really drew the narrative here. Great narrative. When I first saw, when I first saw the guy, saw the guy in the movie that we're discussing, I thought he was a piece of shit. He cheated on a girl, had her run her Jeep into the mobile home, which caused her that she can't have babies. She was then she married a guy, which I don't think she should have did. But she did what his wife supposed to do, pour to his dreams a lot, which I think he should have been out looking for a job. And like I said, I did like this guy through the whole movie. He was a piece of shit, but at the end of the day, he was not wrong. And I say that because, one, he didn't cheat on her during the marriage, first of all. Second of all, he decided he didn't want to divorce her. Third of all, he still wanted to be married to her, regardless of everything that happened. He still wanted to be married to her. And just as it's the husband's job to support the wife, it's the wife's job to support the husband. And she's not I ain't finished. Light skin. So now she wanted to divorce him. And she divorced him. And now after he went and got what he got because of his talents and the help from another woman,
She wanted peace.
she wanted the peace. And I would say it wasn't more about the money. She wanted him.
about the bread.
It was not, and he gave her 10 mil.
She
He
wanted
gave her
peace in
10
his
mil.
life, that's what I said.
So I feel like at the end of the day, she was absolutely wrong, and I'll wait for my rebuttal.
First of all, and this is my real feelings on this, she was wrong because she took it to a crazy ass extent. That was she took it far. You know what I'm saying? But when I'm really thinking about the whole gist of this movie, she was in love.
Yes.
Got with him. Again, I think it was $350,000, something like
Yes,
that.
it was that much.
Bought a car.
Yeah.
Put all the bread, every single dollar, into his investment.
Yes.
He ain't put no money in there at all.
I can agree.
Gave up childbirth, first of all. Gave up 18 years. Can you be with somebody for 18 years? They ain't doing shit. 18.
All right.
She gotta beg her man.
Hey,
can you go get a job, please? A woman gotta beg her man to do that, and she still loved his ass. Still poured into his dreams. Still uplifted him. Every time her family was trying to talk down on him, what she do?
She defended him.
Defended his ass every time.
That's
So
true.
they building this whole thing. If you've ever invested into somebody, that's like investing into your child. You give 18 years of raising your kid right, doing everything you gotta do, then they go just hop on crack. You stupid motherfucker.
That's a hell of a reach.
You pissed the hell off.
That was
Like, what
good.
the hell are you doing?
Yeah.
She invested everything into him. Again, towards that tail end when she trying to kill and everything, it's crazy. But that drove her crazy.
Okay.
Again, the person that you cheated on me with originally.
Okay.
Again, I know what you said. Oh, you got divorced. It's divorced. It's done. They went through the proceedings. I
Right.
hear that.
Correct.
She went through 18 years.
Okay.
18.
Okay.
That's hard.
It's hard.
Don't cut me off. That's hard.
You're asking me.
No, I need to answer. That was rhetorical.
Come on, Skip.
Order in the
That was
court.
rhetorical.
Order in goddamn
Hey guys, can I
Order in this fucking court.
sidetrack real
Go
quick?
ahead. No, go ahead. Finish.
Oh, can I
Finish
sidetrack?
your rebuttal. Oh, he answered by K.
I just want to say, my wife just shared this stream, so I won't have shit to say. Thank you, baby. You still ain't getting this cup. Go ahead.
Goddamn criminal.
Nah, but again, man,
This fucking criminal
I
ain't doing
just-
my damn thing.
I understand investing so much into a person, and then you said it. You said the woman comes along.
You have no proof.
Hold on. You said the woman comes along and she helps him to make it.
The fuck she do? First of all, that
Gave
nigga.
the plug.
Hold on, no.
She gave the plug.
Time out.
She gave
One moment, let me finish,
I'm
and then
keep
we'll go right over
First
to
of
you.
all, that nigga was stupid as fuck. How you go to the same nigga 35 times? How many damn times he keep telling you no? Like you can't go here. What type of nigga don't go nowhere else? First of all, I was just thinking in my head, I'm like, you got this great idea, you gonna go to one person every damn time? That's stupid. He was a stupid ass motherfucker, first of all. And then again, I ain't done yet.
Tom, come on.
And then I'm just saying. She didn't care about the money. It wasn't the bread. It was the situation. That nigga was bold as fuck. I'm gonna name this boat after you, like I told I was gonna do for you. I'm gonna get the same crib. I told you I was gonna get your ass and get it for her. I'm gonna get the same dress, the same ring, everything you wanted. I'm gonna give it to this girl after her 6-month investment in me.
Okay.
6 months. What the fuck?
Is it my turn? What
Yes,
you
go
say?
right
Is it my
ahead.
turn?
Yep, it's
Is
your
it my
turn. Go
turn?
ahead.
Okay. All right. Who's in here been married or married before? I've been married, right? So I know in the vows it says to death do you part. For better or worse, right?
So kill that bitch.
Hey, if you was smart, would have got her some life insurance. Get you some life
Lifetime
insurance.
some life insurance. What's the name of the movie? What's the goddamn
Okay,
movie?
so look, so like I said, so it says till death do you part. So now, why she had to wait her whole 18 years after listening to everybody? Now she did it 5 years, 10 years, cool, but she waited a whole 18 years to kick this man when he was down. Now, like I said, he wasn't like, yeah, she was still invested in him and she didn't have any more to give, but when he was down and had nothing, and he still didn't want to leave his wife, she decided to leave. That's just like if I go and I buy a puppy. If I buy a puppy and it doesn't listen to me and it shits all everywhere and
Put him to sleep.
and it eats on my couch or whatever, and 4 months later say, you know what, I'm gonna give this puppy back to the damn vet. And you take the puppy, listen to you, I can't say, oh well, it wasn't for me, that puppy wouldn't be alive, so it's technically my puppy. No, it's wrong as fuck. So I'm not finished yet, sir. So my whole thing is that she decided to leave him. And the acts that she did was all on her account. She was crazy to begin with, first of all. And second of all, he didn't have to give her a damn dime. And like you said, it was about the money. It was, to me, it was about the money.
The bread.
It was about
she
the
ain't
money.
never even cashed the check, bro.
It weren't, listen.
She was sleeping on an air mattress in the crib.
Because she
didn't
fucking
give a fuck.
crazy. Because she was fucking crazy.
Matt,
was she crazy?
Hold on, real quick.
Was she crazy?
Let me say this.
She
Let me
was
say
crazy.
this. You
She
said
was
to
crazy
death.
as
You
fuck.
said to death
Till
do us
death
part.
do
All
you
of that.
part with
I
sickness
hear
and
that.
death. Yes.
How much
And
do
so
you
why
take?
does it take 18 years?
What
Why
do you
does it
mean?
take
Why does it take?
18 years?
That's her saying to death do us part. That's her putting in the time.
Well,
that's real marriage.
Then why she leave then?
She's the exact
She left
persona of
because
what
she
you're
left
supposed
because
to
other
do.
people said, you know what, you should go ahead and leave.
That's not why she left.
So why
She
leave?
was tired. 18 years. She worked two
So
jobs.
death
Hold
do
on.
you
No,
part.
no. She worked 2 jobs. She worked at the secretary shit in the day, and then she was a fucking janitor at the nighttime. And your man at home.
And how many years was this? This wasn't 18 years. This was what, like 10?
He never had a job.
Okay, but she was fine with that.
Matt.
That was her decision.
Hold
That
on.
was
Be
her
real.
decision.
Be real.
That was her decision.
Be real. Hold on.
We're
Time out on it.
Okay, so
Real, I got a question.
Okay.
Don't hit my fucking bitch.
Right? You and Crystal are married, right?
We're married, yes.
You and Crystal are married. Correct. If you decide to stop working to chase your dream, you think, Crystal, you not working. I'm going to chase my dream, baby. I'm going to make it happen. 18 years done passed.
Okay.
You think Crystal going to be like, yeah, my man, I love him.
So
She going to be like, this nigga got to go.
Now, before y'all continue, I want to get one because we got somebody that came in.
The station better do that shit.
We got Trish said she did her part,
Gave her all.
and at the end of the day, she gave her all. But she ended the marriage and finally gave up. That was on her, and he paid her $10 million afterwards.
gave up.
She divorced him, and she was tired, so that's not his fault. Now, we ain't going to say none of that. Everything's on the fault. Now, I want to go to these 2 guys on the end.
I want to finish my because
Go.
somebody really interrupted me.
Hold on for y'all do that. Okay.
So
One more.
if no,
Would you ever do that? Would you ever not work and not support your family?
No. Let me. I'm gonna answer your question first. You ain't gonna redo the question.
Would you ever not support your family?
No. Your question is asked, will Crystal support me if I wasn't working? Okay, listen. First of all, that's a discussion. They talked about that. And if she said, okay, well, hey, if you don't have a job, I'm going to leave or whatever, then that was her decision to make. But she kept supporting this man while he wasn't having a job. Like
Oh,
she
she was
through
being
18
a
years.
good woman.
That's what she's supposed to do.
Oh, okay. She's been a good woman.
Yes.
She was following those vows that she spoke about. That
Correct.
She said, right?
Correct.
Okay, just make sure.
Yeah, she did. Just like he did. Like, he ain't leave her. He ain't cheat on her. I'm not saying that's the expectation of the relationship, but he followed his dream and she supported him following his dreams. And the second day she felt, all right, I'm tired that he failed, she left.
Kathy
By her
has said
decision.
another one. Kathy says 18 years is too long. Negro gotta go.
Negro gotta go. Listen, all right.
And that was her decision. It was her decision to leave.
Well, y'all both got convincing arguments.
If you're deciding to support me, and that okay, you know what? If it's an end to it, then that's your problem. All right, if 10 years is my limit, if 5 years is my limit, if 18 years is my limit, they're like, all right, you ain't doing nothing. I'm gonna stop supporting you. Then that's up to her. That's up to her.
If she cut it off at 5 years, I would have watched the movie. That bitch ain't support his dreams. Fuck her. When she put in 18, I'm like, damn. I mean, she worked 2 jobs, put all her bread she had. That's tough.
So let's go over here. Listen, Troy.
Just saying.
What you got to say, George?
What you think,
She
Troy?
put in everything.
What you got to say, George?
Whole kitchen sink.
I think that
And appliances.
he's right for sure. I mean,
Mac Reese?
18 years, regardless of the fact you decide to get married to somebody, you signed up for whatever you come with that. So if you ain't got crackhead love, you need not to be with somebody. Because that's what marriage is, if you ask me. I think that
What is marriage?
I'm saying if you're going to get married to somebody, it's better or worse, sickness and health. So better or worse, whatever that worse is, you deal with it.
But you just said she should have left earlier.
She should.
I didn't say that.
I'm not agreeing.
Well, let's go here. Let's go over here. Let's get Dallas. Now, what you think?
I think both of them niggas was wrong, if I'm being honest. Like, fact of the matter is, that's Taraji P. Henson, my nigga. No, that's the wrong reason.
She ain't look good in that movie.
Nah, she didn't. She
Her we was all messed up.
Listen,
Every bit of that.
I honestly think
Yeah.
both of these niggas was wrong. Like, honestly, giving credit to Jordan, like, oh, if somebody gonna hold you down, like, look out for them. Like, honestly. And then my thing is, if you gonna beat her that long, I mean, look, I don't care if you hit the what is that jackpot shit? The Mega Millions or whatever. Nigga, you still hold it down for her because you gotta show some type of
He did.
care, consideration.
Yeah,
Listen, look, me and Anastasia, well, that's a different type of thing. Me and Anastasia break up and I get some money. This nigga gave me kids. Like, fact of the matter is, it's like I owe you a credence of I owe you something to invest so much in my life that I give you nothing. I don't care how much work I put in. For me, it's like I just got a sucker's heart. Like, I'm going to take care of people that take care of me. And that's whether we fucking or not. Like, if you've been in my corner since I can, even when I don't remember, I owe you that satisfaction of knowing that if I got it, you got it. We got it.
He gave her $10 million.
Yeah.
No, but you gotta look at it like this. I'm looking at it deeper. Like, yo, sometimes it ain't about the 10 mil. It's just about the heart and the commitment and the effort to
And she
be
gave
with
that.
somebody, whether look good or bad, and not even the vow of a wedding. Not even the vow of a wedding. I just feel like, yo, when you loyal to somebody, you loyal to someone. No matter how much time. I don't care if it's 2 days, let alone
So somebody,
18 years.
excuse me, sorry. So somebody come up to your job
Huh?
with a check. Don't say it's a check. They all dressed up nice and dandy. Before they can even speak and open up their mouth, you rude. You instantly cut into them.
That happened
I hope you ain't coming up in here to get back with me because we
That
ain't
happened
never doing that again.
That happened.
The same person that
I
you
know
talking
that,
about
man.
said that.
Right.
And then you like, you know,
Hold on, that's where
Let me finish that point.
No,
I
some
think
naive shit,
I think
bro.
I got a rebuttal to that. Go ahead.
I'm
finish
like, he like, nah, you know what? I just want to call. I came to you to give you these flowers. Tell you thank you for loving me. Thank
Right.
you for believing in me when I didn't even believe in myself.
Uh-huh.
Here's $10 million. I know that's, I know I can't take it back with 18 years.
I know
but
it
there's more than covers the house, more than covers what you did for me over the 18 years. What you did, because she added it up and said it was 1.8 million, some shit like that. Well over. I mean, what else can you do when somebody spits in your face like that? What else can you give them? You can't give them your heart. You can't give them your time. You can't get. You can't. What can you give them?
Listen, you gotta understand the whole female dynamic, man. And to me, and I'm not saying that her character was based on a traumatic character, but you gotta understand, we got women that understand that they're devalued. So it's like it don't matter about the money amount, like let alone the years. Like it's just about showing, like, yo, I'm a factor in your life, and that's how I look at it. It's like, yo, I don't care. But look, Anastasia got had kids with me or not. It's like, yo. If I'm coming from a past where I was devalued and you think money means something, you missing the whole point of it all.
Yeah.
It's not about the money, it's about the consistency to say, yo, I rock with you. And I ain't talking
She
about...
rocked heavy.
Yeah, so it's like whether you do or don't make it and you got another female, she obviously felt some way in her heart to say, yo,
That
my
change
nigga,
was quick.
So what about me? Like,
That change was quick.
Like-
That nigga said, yo,
like honestly,
whole new thing, married, dude.
Like, I understand the whole
But-
thing of like,
hold
you help
on,
me,
hold
you
on.
help me.
I'm gonna give y'all two.
Wait. I understand the whole, look, listen, you gotta understand something. Especially within our community, and I hate taking it off of this subject of the movie, but it's females that hold down niggas that have babies by these niggas. Another nigga will come in their life, and they still will respect the nigga that's not doing nothing for their kid. Like, I look at it in that way. It's like, yo, fam, like, that nigga ain't even here. I'm dicking you down. But this his son. Bitch, I don't care. I mean, like, I don't, like, you gotta respect that, yo, I'm here.
So you saying that she, even after she said what she said and she took the check, when she came to the condo to get back with him, he was supposed to put old girl out.
What I'm saying is this. I think you.
How long was him and old girl together?
Y'all two saying y'all.
My thing is, he should not consider it, but he should look at the pros and cons of everything.
I feel what you're saying, but she.
That's just how I look at it.
So for the 18 years that she so-called did all this. and that.
So-called.
Okay.
It's not so-called. She worked 2
Fine,
jobs.
fine. This man was also putting the suit on, working on his project, going to get spit in his face every day too.
Yeah.
He wasn't just sitting on his ass.
But was
he
it from her though?
It wasn't.
He getting disrespected by her though?
Huh?
Was he going?
She
Was he going through the
supported
ring of
that.
fire? When he was going through the ring of fire, was she pouring gasoline on it though?
No.
No, shit, not towards the end, not to the end.
No, I ain't talking about that. I'm talking about in the come up.
I mean,
In the come up,
up,
was
she
she pouring
said
gasoline on the fire that he was stepping in every day?
she. I don't know. I mean,
No, she wasn't.
She wasn't.
Okay, so-
she wasn't, bro.
Regardless of the fact, I mean, if
It's
she
not
coming in,
regardless.
if she
You can't
coming
knock
in,
the whole thing.
okay, so let's be realistic then. She coming in working 2 damn jobs. You ain't gonna sit up in here and tell me she ain't got nasty ass attitude. That is adding flame. That is adding fuel to the flame. That is. That is.
Y'all would be cool with y'all women working
Bro,
2
you
jobs.
wouldn't be cool with it, bro.
What the fuck is wrong with y'all? Y'all some weak ass men if y'all cool with y'all women
Bro,
working
we
2
not,
damn
dog,
jobs.
dude, we not saying that.
We're not
cool.
talking
We're
about us.
talking
We're talking about
it,
the
bro.
whole.
We're
We're talking about the
movie,
direct.
If you're talking about the movie, you can see yourself doing the same damn thing.
No,
if
bro.
you're okay with a woman working 2 jobs,
This
Bro,
is why Jordan got a point. This is why Jordan got a
come
point.
on, man.
No, this is why Jordan got a point.
Put yourself in that
You put yourself in that predicament. If Anastasia
Would you
come
do
through
that?
for me, what I literally
Hell no.
yeah, you right.
Hold
We're not
on,
like,
hold on,
I'm looking at the
hold on.
new girl like yo girl, like
This how we gonna do this. Y'all all made some great points. Some really good points. I do it. So now I'm gonna let these two
Final.
y'all close. Y'all do y'all
Close it up.
Wait.
There you go. So one of y'all go first. Remember just you do what you gotta
These
do.
are things I have to knock with how that man moved. There is no way I'm here to protect and provide. My wife is not gonna work 2 jobs so I can sit my ass at home. I don't care what I'm working on. It don't matter. You can say, oh, it's for millions, it's for millions. Yeah, but if my kids was 0 and had to go to 18, being dirt poor broke, and you're not doing nothing to support that family, what can you say?
They didn't have kids.
But you can look at it as
Oh,
because it's a
I'm gonna let you
time.
finish.
But hold on,
Again, regardless of anything, what I want to say again is, when I put myself into that perspective as a man, if y'all are okay with watching your woman leave the house every single day and go to work as you sit there at home
Playing Call of Duty.
and think that's cool, that's something is wrong with y'all. And for you to say, oh, she came with an attitude.
It don't fucking
What
matter.
the fuck? You have an attitude every day.
bro, he's not sitting at home. He's trying to get his project up. He's going there every day in a suit.
That's your final
in
argument.
a shirt and tie. Hold on, he getting hold on. He's outside. He's walking. He's on the bus. He's trying.
He didn't go there every day.
Troy, who paid for that shit though?
Her, she did. But didn't it pay off? 1.8 million. That's what she said. It paid off. It paid off. It didn't go in her time frame. It took longer than she expected, but it paid off, didn't it? Because that man.
I'm done with these Negroes, bro.
Just go ahead with your final.
Listen.
Well, no, just go with your final.
Okay,
Go
word
ahead.
on that.
So-
I agree with you.
I'm not disagreeing. Like I think that's some weak shit.
For sure.
I truly do.
I get a job at McDonald's, car wash, something.
I'm not
but-
saying that I would do it.
Yeah, I'm not.
The narrative of
So
this
he was the
argument.
narrative of the movie.
No, the
No.
narrative of this argument to see who was wrong.
Yes.
She was wrong.
You just pointed out where he was wrong.
No,
Bro,
no, listen.
you gotta let go of that part.
Let me
Well,
finish.
just go ahead with your, because you go with your
So-
argument. With your argument.
My thing is, she probably saw the bigger picture. Yeah,
I'm happy y'all
she-
ain't politicians.
No, I'm happy you're not a
Y'all
politician.
can't make a fucking point if it was.
I'm making a
No,
point.
you can't
I'm
make
making
a
a
point.
point. You
You
interrupt
are-
me. I ain't interrupt
Go
you.
ahead.
Let me
Don't agree with me on nothing because I already beat you.
No,
I
Hell
suck as
no.
politicians.
No.
Keep going.
No.
Listen, no.
I ain't listening to your dumb ass shit. Go
All
ahead.
I'm saying is, bro,
Nigga, you
the
on
whole
some
narrative to
bullshit.
see who was wrong.
Uh-huh.
She was wrong as fuck.
Period.
Yes, he was a weak ass nigga.
Period.
Yes, he wasn't able to provide.
Period.
Yes, he put his dream before his wife.
Period.
That's why I said they
But
both was wrong. She was wrong.
She
with
wasn't.
the 18,
She was
and he
wrong.
was
She
wrong
decided to
with the
leave.
18.
If you're in a marriage,
Did
it's till
she
death
know
do
this,
us
though?
part.
Did she
I don't
know
give a
this
fuck if I
before she
got
got
$0 or
But
$1
he a
million.
man though.
You.
He gotta stand
Hold
on
on,
his
hold on.
No. Let me finish. If she saw that her working 2 jobs is big, it's like, okay, his dream is bigger than working the 2 damn jobs. I worked the 2 damn jobs. All right, if it's 18 years, all right, a little too long. But
That nigga
that's
should've
their agreement.
sacrificed
That's
some dreams to put
their
some
marriage.
bread on the table.
That's their marriage. Like I said, till death do us part. If she would have waited, she'd have had the $10 million.
Y'all
She'd
gotta
have
stop taking the
she
time.
was- she
Stop
was
going
ahead
at
of
this
where-
man's character and look at what the facts are.
What the
He was
Exactly.
sleeping in a fucking trailer. She done bought this man a car. He got a bad record. Can't get a job. She knew all this shit
And
before she
decided-
got and decided to marry this man.
You know what?
Okay, so she knew. Well, hold on. She knew what she was getting herself into. Yes, he a weak ass nigga. He a weak ass man.
So just like I said with the narrative at first, I did like the narrative to show that he was a bad guy,
Yes.
and I didn't like it. That was the whole narrative. I did
Period.
not like him.
Period.
But at the end of the day, she was wrong.
And she knew what she was signing herself up for.
With-
So she's wrong for signing that contract and then want to null and void it afterwards. After
Exactly.
18
Like,
years.
like I said, Tyler
You
Perry-
didn't been with
Tyler
him this
Perry
long.
made
You
the
should have stuck it
narrative
out.
for you not to like the guy during the whole movie.
Yep.
Can I ask y'all?
But
Nah, bro.
Quick.
at the end of the day,
Can I ask
she
some
was
final-
wrong.
Can I ask some final questions?
Nah, bro.
Have y'all ever 100% supported a woman financially?
Yes. Yes.
100%.
100.
To this day.
Yes.
Honey, you ain't hear that.
Home.
To this day.
I'm not agreeing with that.
Yes, 100%. 100%. Yes.
You gotta tell you
Yes,
about that. You
sir.
gotta tell about that before. And if she gonna do something wrong, y'all won't feel away.
What you mean?
I'm saying, if she leave off with somebody else, after you put in all this work, effort, all your time and everything, you're not gonna feel away?
Bro,
That's not the same thing you're talking about.
I'm
bro.
asking a question. Can you answer the question?
But that's not what we're talking about.
Bro,
but
yes. You're
That's
going to
a part
feel
of
some
it.
kind of way. But that's not the point.
It's a part of it.
Did she pay you back?
Well,
No.
what? We
All
talking
right
about
then, that's the point.
All right.
You're not getting
You
at
just
the
making
point.
it
All
money,
right,
man.
this is
Man,
cool.
no,
this
bro.
is cool beans. This is cool beans on this because I've heard all the arguments.
What you got
And
to
then-
say,
and
Judge
then-
Joe?
and then- all right, I can tell you what I just
good
thought.
debate, sir.
This is what
Good
this
debate.
This is what
He's
I,
still
I
upset.
think it hurt, man.
He's still. Oh,
I'm gonna, before I even do my comment, I'm gonna read a couple of people what they said. Trish said that he should have worked and helped her at the same time while he was working on his dream. Absolutely. Jaron said light skin is turning red. Anthony said go outside, walk 10 paces apart, pull out the Nerf guns, and let the best man win. And Trish had another one. She said, I stood by my husband's side for 20 years, struggling, and I finally discovered him. But if he came into some millions, I'm not going to be mad and act a fool because I was the one who walked away. Yes, he should have be considerate enough to give me something for loving him and having 2 kids.
Didn't
and
have to
having
give her
his
shit.
back
Didn't
in
have to give her a
20
dime.
years.
Thank you.
That's what I say. Like,
Why you
just in
think
context
that?
of the movie. Just in the
Good
context of the
debate,
movie.
sir.
Yeah.
Good debate.
Just in the context of the movie. with seeing everything that happened with it and just hearing some of the arguments. I mean, the arguments sounded good. This is where you put into play. You got two sides of it. You got the moral aspect, and then you got the factual aspect. Moral aspect is 18 years. 18 years. She has been with this man working 2 jobs. She did come in also knowing she also had pity on him. She saw that how everything that he was set up with and how it was. She said, "I'm gonna take this with you." Also, put her through a lot of emotional things.
She's the man.
Did she have a dick?
She was talking about, well, hold on, listen up. And the other aspect of it was that, you know, when I looked at everything, it's a couple of key things to back up. That it's like extremely assaulting. And then I put myself into it. I say, when he cheated on her with this woman,
I forgot to speak to that.
it was the very same woman that he ended up marrying. And not only that, everything exactly to the T he said he was going to give to her, or he was going to name, where he was going to move to, what he was going to do for it. He did the exact. I think that's on a different level of pettiness that I haven't seen before. That's what I said the moral aspect is. And with all that, I said, yeah, that's definitely foul. Well, you couldn't even code down a job. Also, he did the family father actually gave him a job. He left out on them and did that. But then I look at the other aspect of it, which is the factual aspect. Not only did he give her the money back, he also gave them the money back. People forget about that part in the movie.
Yeah,
he gave
he
her
did.
family the money back for the damage he caused in regards to them. He gave her then some in regards to the money that he made. He said, this is, and he even said, this is more. He's like, more than I can give you. Even the judge in the case said, like, he gave you how much? And as much as it sucks for her on the moral aspect, and when you're married, it is death till you do you part. Keyword, when you're married. She filed for the divorce. And when that happens, well, it's just like this. And then I thought about that too. But I thought about this. It's people that have been working and done things and been doing it for a long period of time, and they quit right before they get to the finish line. Is it the fault of the person that kept going? Or is it fault of the person that left out right before they got over there? And that's where I kind of go to play with. So with that being said, I say that in this aspect, just because of those, because I do believe that he did some foul junk. But she messed up when she did the divorce, when she really didn't want to do it, and she listened to her family. That's where she went crazy, y'all. That's where she went crazy, y'all. She took the advice of her family and left her when she said, oh yeah, I knew it. And then the funny part about the movie is that one of her brothers gonna say, I always knew you was gonna be.
Can I hop in real
Go
quick?
ahead.
Again. I know we say, she took the advice of her family. Yeah, you listen to people. After all that time, stuff start creeping in your head a little bit more. That was a toxic ass. Don't cut in here.
I'm gonna cut in after you get done. Let you talk. So
I'm just saying that after time, somebody keep talking in your ear. Think of Eve. That snake was like, hey, well, it's a whisper. After a while, it's cool. You like, all right, I'll listen to a little something of it. And I think that's, the part that played a part. But I'm saying she went a little insane. She went a little crazy. Situation like that could put you a little insane. If y'all ain't never been a little crazy over a woman, had you feeling the type of way, maybe not to her extent, but
that's why I said it's two. That's why I said it's two dilemmas. You got the moral, and then you got the factual. Like you said with a guy. If I break up with a woman, let's say I'll give you your best one, and this will probably I guarantee that you because I think you already on the same page anyway. But it's just like if you got a woman in all this time frame, she said, I'm gonna be a star. I'm gonna be a star. You done poured into her acting classes and all this other stuff and everything else like that. She ain't never worked. You getting pissed off like, man, what the heck? You ain't never doing that. It ain't never gonna survive. You know what? I'm done with this, man. I can't do this no more. And then the next day she get the big call to be up in the next blockbuster movie, and she just got her start. I can't be mad on her. I gave up on her.
Right.
I gave up on her because it's somebody that didn't give up on the person they was with. But you still gonna feel a certain type of way because I understand that. I understand what you're saying with that. You still, I'm telling you, you still gonna be hurt because when you have all that, like you said, going into play. Because I looked at what she was doing, and I remember this movie so like it's so vivid because I remember when you didn't constantly get this and that. When she got 18 years of not only working but 18 years of hurt.
Mm-hmm.
She finally just got tired, and she's like, man, I just can't do it no more. So now the ears where she was dogging him out saying, I'm done. Like, no, he my man. It started falling hard this time. Like, you know what? No, I'm done this time. I'm done to
It
talk
finally
this time. Yep.
Which a lot of it happened with a lot of
Everybody.
y'all need to stop talking down on these older rappers then. Because they gonna make it.
Yeah.
They gonna make it.
That's up to them. But to, I go
I was
bro.
referring to with listening to her sisters. Not let's go even more to where he apologized, like after all that stuff they was talking in front of them. And he was like, you know, she was dogging him out. I literally spitting in this man's face, degrading him on every level. He still was like, I don't want a divorce. I don't want to sign these papers. I still love you so much.
Damn, you make one action take up all of these years. Like, oh, he came to the office to apologize. Everything should be good.
No, bro. What I'm saying is when you
can't
marry
cheat
and you love
can't apologize at all. Your girl gonna look, nigga. You gonna say sorry and that's it.
when you're married
cool.
and you love somebody,
You gotta do a
you
little
can't.
bit
When you marry and you love somebody, you've been dealing with it for this long. Like, hold up, mind you, she got a divorce and see that the grass wasn't green on the other side. I mean that too. You know what I mean?
She never thought it was gonna be greener.
She did. She thought my man's is gonna be better.
What you talking
Yeah,
about?
she said
He
your
got
dick is way
he got
too big.
yeah.
Way too small to be that big.
Yeah,
She knew it
he got a job and all this other
She
stuff.
was fucking that nigga just to fuck him.
Bro, regardless of the fact,
She's like, take me home.
Yeah, she knew fuck.
Take me home to Randy.
Jump. Man, next topic.
So my point is, you leaving for what? Because your peoples was talking shit and they all in your ear. But you still gonna love this man after you leave. What's the point of leaving?
I'm just saying, it sounds like that, bro, but I know you
what's
as a
the
person, and you ain't dealing with too much with no female.
Bro,
she come with too much.
Why are you? You gotta stop.
I'm just talking about the real.
No, you gotta stop.
about the real.
You gotta stop talking about
You know what?
people's character and talk about the movie, bro. That's what.
I think because you probably haven't married, you don't kind of understand.
Oh, he got hurt going on. That's why he understands the female aspect of it.
No, seriously.
I wanna hear the scary part.
Seriously. So, for the debate, I agree with you on most of those points. It is the man's job to provide, do all of that. I
agree.
I can't disagree with you on that. And like I say, even the facts that shows that she decided to quit, all that, she was wrong. But the thing is that when you love somebody, and when you pour into them, like and that stuff should matter. It's the love. It's the what they say. It's not the it's the journey. It's the journey. She just got tired of it. She just got tired of the journey. But at the end of the day, like I said, with a marriage, like even before I got married, and I can attest to this. I mean, any married guy, you kind of choke up right before you say I do, like right before you say it, because you got to think about this is your whole life. No, seriously.
You didn't see that.
Seriously, like this is your whole life. You're like, well, I'm about to say yes. I'm about to contractually, spiritually, be with this person for the rest of my life, no matter what she do or no matter what I do.
That hard swallow.
Yeah, like you gotta think about like this is the last person I'm gonna have sex with.
Jeez.
All of that stuff. So at the end of the day, bro, you're just looking at the standard of a man, but you're not looking at the whole gist of their marriage. That's what she signed up for.
Actually, I think it's kind of just the opposite. I think he was looking at the whole gist of his marriage. I think he was saying, I think he was. If you hear what he's saying over that whole time frame.
She did what she needed to do.
She did everything that she was supposed to do.
What are y'all
And
talking
she
about?
said that in his part that he was coming in wrong on his end of the contract. Now, that's not needed here. I think what the thing is about that.
She exemplified what marriage is.
Yeah, and I agree with you on that.
Y'all say, the only thing y'all say is she left.
But till death do you part. Till death do you part. That means till she dies.
What he not understanding is in the vows it don't say that a man's supposed to be provided. It doesn't say that a man's gonna lead. You know what I'm saying?
That's the contract you signed.
You can't dictate how another person's marriage goes.
Everybody talk about being a Christian, but who really follows it to that extent?
That's a good point. We pick and take what we want.
That's what I'm saying. People pick and choose up out of that.
No, what I'm saying, there are women that are out here making six figures, and the man is at home taking care of the kids.
And that's why I say in reference to the movie, they both was wrong. Like honestly, they both was wrong. If you're gonna invest that much of somebody, like you said, to death do you part, you shouldn't let nobody be in your ear to get you out of your marriage. But in the same token, you shouldn't disrespect the amount of time that somebody devoted to you.
Like,
that's why I say y'all both. They both wrong.
I just don't see how he disrespected.
The reason why I say he disrespected because anytime you be in that relationship, I don't care. You can't. You mean to tell me you can't multitask, my nigga? You can't. Bro, listen. I don't care what nobody
morally
says.
as a man, he was wrong. Like, morally, as what we think,
they both wrong,
and how we feel, and what we should do.
But that's your opinion. You can't dictate how somebody in their marriage. You can't tell him how to run his shit.
I ain't talking about his household. I'm talking about how he should be acting as a man.
Yes, but
as a man, that has nothing to do with their marriage.
But bro, that's your opinion on what a man should be.
As a man, that's a guideline.
Yeah, that's kind of relative.
Yeah, that's
across the board.
So you're telling me that, well, you know,
I can agree that they were both wrong.
She was wrong.
They both was wrong.
He was a fucked up nigga.
I don't care.
She was wrong.
Look, listen. They both look. She was wrong twice to his one. For one, if you know this nigga. If you know this nigga ain't really amounting to shit in the same moment, don't marry him. But in the same token, if you taking a leap of faith, let's say what the Christians do, but we don't really do, we believe in something that we can't see all the damn time. It's called faith.
Right.
We do that. We have faith in the unknown to bless our lives and us to be more productive. We do that every day, but we don't really hold down the vows of, yo. If the pastor say, yo, we gonna tie, we gonna fast this week.
With that being said, she did though.
Niggas be like, fuck you.
If that's what you're saying, if you saying that to have faith, you said she wouldn't know he would be crap, but she did have faith.
But she did. Yeah. That's what I'm saying.
Like, she still believed that he was going to accomplish it.
Yeah.
What she messed up is where most people mess up in their relationships. Everybody else get in the relationship, and you should have just been like, man, we just gonna stay in it, keep them out of it, because they've been in it. Yeah. They've been in it the whole time. They never liked him from jump.
But that's life, so I say that's why I say that.
I don't remember. Maybe I'm tripping, but was money the only complaint she had?
What? I think so. She said the sex was good. She said she did.
Yes,
she complained about the sex.
She said it was horrible.
No. I'm talking about the husband.
Yes, the husband said it was horrible.
No, the other guy was horrible.
No, she said with the
husband it was horrible. When she was talking to the therapist.
The last part of marriage, she said
that was the husband.
Oh, okay. No, I probably missed.
So she mentally got.
There you go.
He ain't doing shit else.
Okay, so time out. So
family should be A1.
You ain't tired. No, so look, hold on, y'all silly. No, seriously. So mentally, she's turned off by towards the end, but she wasn't like that the whole marriage. You can't be with somebody that long and be not sexually inclined with somebody.
In that movie, you saw it. She was
when she got that 10 minutes. She said, "Oh, baby, yeah, we're gonna do this and do that." He said, "Hold on, bitch, I got another bitch in the room." What you talking about? That money, hey. So we can say money was the factor.
Money was the main factor because if it wasn't,
she never cashed the check, y'all.
No, I'm saying that was her complaint. Prior to her getting a check, her complaint was that he was not working. That he was just constantly working on this machine, constantly trying to see his dream pop, and I'm paying all the bills, I'm doing all the work, I gave him all this money.
After that, when she did the divorce, she was upset. Why she really went crazy is for two reasons. That's why when you said you like when he said the two reasons, I think it was two. Was one, he actually hit. Mm-hmm. And I was stupid for letting him go in the first place.
Listening to my damn sisters.
That's why she came back. Oh yeah, you even got the place that we got. Everything came in the mirror. He's like, and then the girl came out. And you see the girl like,
Mrs.
This is the one I hit in the trailer?
Man.
I just feel like this, like, you know, even like in a marriage. I'm not saying that I would want Chris to do the same
I
thing.
wish my ex might give me $10 million.
For her to,
You hear me?
that she
I
will
go
do
find
that for
I go
me,
find that somewhere else.
That's better.
You do good for you, and I'm gonna do good for
So,
me.
I mean, I think that's the whole gist of it. No, I don't want her to work 2 jobs, but if something happened to me, if she's willing to work 2 jobs for me, that's the person I should marry. So, like, vice versa. Something happened to her, I don't want her to work, but if something happened to me where she had to hold me down, and she would do it, and that she's proven that she would do it,
That's the marriage, but yeah, honestly, I agree with you on that.
bro,
But I know
so
that that's what he wasn't talking about that. He was
That
talking
nigga
about
could've
the
been
aspect
a
of
telemarketer
that he
that
didn't
talks on the phone.
No, I was
purposely
talking about what
want
we
to.
was talking about earlier.
Because he purposely didn't want to. Because remember, every time he had to get a job, man, I gotta work on this. I gotta work on my Lego set.
Right.
So like I said, some people see the long run. Some people they believe like, you know what? Don't work for 5 years. Go ahead and do your shit.
And he took a lot of rejection, like, you know what I'm saying? That's tough. I mean, I'm
nigga
looking
don't
at,
though to not go somewhere else to get accepted though. Like
I don't know exactly what, I know he made a battery, but I don't exactly know what companies to go to.
Guild
for all
Force
that.
Win.
Yeah, Guild Force Win, yeah.
Hey, how many times you watched?
I didn't know
I
exactly
know. I saw it last night. That's hard,
what kind of companies you could go to for all that. But I mean, of course it's more than one, you know.
doors up.
But, you know, for whatever reason, this man been doing it, going up there for 18 years and getting rejected, you know.
Same
from
place, you know.
Same place, videos to sending mail, you know,
Small
showing
town.
them just everything, you know.
So who fault is that though? Like honestly,
What you
No,
mean?
what you mean?
Look, is iPhone the only nigga making the phone? No,
He went to where he thought
you
would give him the
gotta-
best deal.
that's his
Nah,
fucking
he
fault.
just went around
Like,
the
yo,
corner 'cause
listen,
it
if
was
it's really
close.
about money though, if it's really about money, if it's really about money, he could have went. Let's say the place was paying fucking 10 mil.
It
The money
wasn't.
that he gave.
It wasn't about money.
I don't care.
Who said that wasn't the best
It wasn't
I don't
about
care if
money.
this child was giving this nigga 10 grand, bro. Do something to help your wife.
If he had a thought like that, he would have sold it the first time.
First time, yeah.
He could not think like that, bro.
First of all,
He
He
was already sold it for the
It was
700,000.
a game changer. It was a world changing
Can I say
battery.
something?
It was a world changing battery.
If I gotta
This
get
was-
my car fixed, I ain't just gonna go to one mechanic.
Yeah.
Let me see what Pookie talking about, what Jim
Yeah,
talking about,
if I
and what
trust
Randy
that
talking
nigga, I'ma
about.
go, yeah.
You don't go to one place.
That's not life change.
That's
What he's
not-
saying,
yo,
like,
this man knew the impact that his battery was going to make on the
And
And
world.
low key, she
How
do
long-
too.
Okay,
too.
just like rappers know they impact that they can have in their lyricism. Some people go to a major level, some people be independent, but it's up to them to push their product. Some people want to put it on everybody else to push their product so they can make money. Or you can be a Yo Gotti ass nigga. No, nigga, I make my own. Or not Yo Gotti. Let's
If
go
you-
before him. Master P. I don't need you to distribute. I don't need you to make 45% of my records. If you distribute 18, what is it? It's 85-15.
85-15.
He the only person in the history of rap that has to do what he
And
has.
you know what? I
If-
think that's what
So-
what it was. That's the company was an energy company, and it's not a lot of those like DTE. And
They never say that, bro.
Look,
bro,
my favorite
So for
letter
the
is
dollar for
where
the
you
movie,
gonna sell a battery to? Where you gonna sell an energy battery to?
online, nigga. I'm pretty sure they got Amazon
Yeah,
on the
nah,
movie.
But I'm
You
saying,
gonna sell Amazon?
I'm saying,
Really?
bro, battery.
Amazon?
I'm not saying to
Amazon?
I'm saying to this.
This energy bag, I can ship this shit.
No, do you
Fuck
know
outta
there's
here.
niggas that got t-shirts with their designs on it? Nigga, all you gotta do is put the link online and niggas will flock.
This-
Like even with even with the family
I can't lie, man. You
Listen,
said
the
on the
family
internet.
part. The family put this nigga on, right? So they obviously got some type of reputation out in these streets of business, right? Yo, man, I got this battery. Y'all help me out. Y'all help me push this. Y'all get a share in my
nobody
business.
I love you, cuz, but you on your own with that one.
I don't know about
huh?
I'm just saying hypothetical.
Hey,
I'm saying hypothetical.
go ahead and agree,
I'm
Jordan.
just
Go ahead
saying-
and agree.
I'm saying
Hey, Jordan's like, yeah,
I'm
nigga, I
saying-
can't fuck with
And
you.
the hypothetical.
Fucking up my boy.
No, listen.
This black nigga already with it.
The hypothetical of this movie, I'm just saying he could have did more than just
I agree with
wait
you.
on his woman to
I
say
don't
enough
think
is
he was
enough.
ever waiting on her to do that.
Yeah, he was 18 years.
Bro, he was going to the place for a whole 18 years.
So he was waiting on somebody else to give him that.
He was waiting on
green
his
light.
big break.
So he
yes.
was waiting for somebody else to give him his green light and stuff himself.
Bro, he was doing what he
I
could
mean,
do.
in essence,
What could he do? He ain't got
Right,
no money.
he ain't got no
It
money.
take money to back up money.
Exactly.
Oh yeah, she
Hey.
had the money to
Oh,
back
she
up.
had the money. That's what you're saying, right?
bottom line.
So he gonna go to his queen and
That
like,
shit
baby.
ran out. Hey.
Bottom line, everybody out there, if you want to succeed, go with the side chick.
Hey, don't. Hey, listen. If y'all married, don't go with that shit.
I love you, honey. If I make some money,
Jordan gonna fuck up a lot of y'all. Listen. Hey, Jordan gonna fuck up a lot of y'all relationships. Go with the side chick.
Agreed.
Jordan gonna fuck up.
Unpopular opinion. Go to side chick.
Baby, I didn't say that.
All I'm
I didn't
saying,
say
she
that.
the one that actually
That's
got the
what
door
he did.
open.
That's what
She
he
the one that
did.
got the big deal.
Oh, you set that up on purpose.
Listen, all I'm saying is, if I make a lot of money, honey,
I'm
we
looking
still
at
gonna
my
get a
brother
divorce.
over
But she was the blood. She the one got like, all right, now fuck that. They gonna listen to you, shit.
But John, am I wrong, bro?
there.
I'm just saying,
Man,
she got the deal.
I mean, shit, what you want from a
got the
girl?
deal.
Like, no, no,
Hey,
that's
shout out to
that's
Robert.
situation.
Robert, you did the right thing. You should have just shot
Bro,
her.
I'm thinking about it logically and not in my feelings, so that's just what I'm on. I can't think about it in a hurt way, bro. I don't feel that. I'm thinking about it from a logic
She
standpoint.
did
It
something
don't
6
make
months.
sense
She
to
could
me.
do it
Like,
18
if-
years. I'll
You
give a
let
fuck
me,
how
I'll
much
give
money
you
that
Bro,
$1
was.
million to cover every
6
expenses
months.
that you ever gave me.
6
Hey,
months.
I can't take back. I can't take
$2 million.
back 18 years, but you gave me them 18 years and
After
you
you
willingly
divorced, because she
did that.
divorced him. He wanted to stay with her. You see it upstairs. I'm gonna let
And
you
you
see
give
it.
me 18 years willingly, like what? I can't.
Yeah.
That's
You
your
gave her
time.
the
The only
That's your
part,
time.
that's what I said, the only mistake she made was divorces.
Yeah,
That's the
never
only
been
And the
thing.
girl, 6 months. 6 months.
Oh,
She
yeah.
gave him 18 years. Gave him,
Oh, yeah.
Like I
gave
said,
him everything.
you heard it on Unfiltered
And
here
hold on,
first.
and hold on.
Jersey.
If you want to succeed,
Go.
go to side chick.
I don't. Hey,
Honey, you ain't hear that from me. I'm just
say
divorce you
that.
anyway. I'm still
If,
give you
if he's
some
on the show, he supports my views.
Yo,
Bro.
hey, he don't ruin niggas like that too. Hey,
honey, we staying together.
Hey,
I make the
look,
money,
look,
okay?
hey, look, Don. So he went over my house. Chris was like, I like him all 4 in the morning. Reggie said he was a big cuz. And I'm like, oh my fucking goodness. Like, I don't give a fuck who you was with. You tell for like, look, I'm a big cuz.
Next topic,
That
man.
nigga fucking
Yo,
joke.
And then we
honey,
got, you know what?
If
We
I
got
make
this
it,
topic.
we
That was a
make
good
it.
one.
You
That was a
better
good
keep
one.
your
though. I
ass
like
in
that. I like that, man. I love y'all passion on
Yeah.
that topic. This one probably gonna be real bad because I think a lot of people.
He don't
got a
like
lot of views.
losing.
No, not that. This is just a topic.
It was a-
No, it's just
No,
it's
the
just
next
better.
one. This shit just.
oh shit.
It is. This probably bothered me because I knew about it for maybe about like 3 years, and I can't believe. Like I said, everybody's views is different, but forget that. Dwayne Wade
Oh shit.
has a son that has identified of Did he say that he's
gay.
transgender or gay?
No, he says he's gay.
He says he's gay.
Yeah.
And he had a picture of him on there with a halter top and nails.
Nails
and
done.
everything.
Yeah.
Yep. Mm-hmm.
No.
It's
The
a
young
boy.
one.
Yeah, yo.
Oh yeah, not the one.
He's 10 years old.
Yeah, he's a baby.
10
and
years
it's a
old.
10-year-old.
And he is decided to
Come on, this guy.
kind of endorse his lifestyle as well. That's why I co-signed the lifestyle. Of course, it's caused a lot of things going on in regards to it, and I know I really want to. I'm gonna put the sticker on.
Cause
What was that?
that's one of the reasons Lola, the chick, the lady Monroe. That's one of the reasons why I heard her interview because she spoke on it too. But go ahead.
And she had an said point
That's-
about
yeah,
it,
that
and
shit
I'm
was
like,
viral,
it's
and
just
I
being.
saw that. I'm
I was
like,
like
okay.
being for real. It was an excellent point on it.
That's how I saw that.
And I just like, okay, well, let's just start here. We'll go, we'll start down here with Troy and anybody else, that time frame y'all get in. But my point of view on it, look, this ain't, and I know when people talk about, first of all, I say this over and over again. I'm not religious. Religion separates. That's number one. When
Yes,
people
sir.
say religion, I'm like, religion separates. I'm not doing that. It's my lifestyle that I believe in God is the way I want to live my life. Religion, all it does is a list of chores. It's a list of chores. It's no better than that. It just, I think it's man-made to inspire control. It's no different than a club or secret society or anything else like that. I believe, anything in life that is not adding to life and making it increase and multiply, become better, in my opinion, serves no purpose. And hey, if like I said, I feel like everything that you do is between you and whatever you believe in at the end of the day. I ain't got a heaven and hell to put nobody in. But the job of a parent is to protect their children, to educate their children, and lead them in the best direction possible. It's not to sit there and give in to everything that a kid wants just because they see it and they become infatuated with it. If my kid came and said, I'm a dinosaur, and I'm gonna be a dinosaur all my whole time growing, I'm like, no, it's impossible for you to be a dinosaur. I'm gonna embrace them and tell them that you need to be the best version of yourself. That's why you was created. I'm not gonna give into letting them go into like some kind of fast, especially when the kid ain't even old enough to know what decisions they was gonna make. If that was the case, kids wouldn't need parents. They'll come right out the womb and be able to produce in life and wouldn't need us.
Yes, sir.
So when I see him doing that, and I, especially as a man, I felt some type of way because I would never in my life let my son or my daughter full of, thinking that was a cool situation. Now when you older, I'm so ignorant. Whoever want to take it first, you can. I'm not with Wade on that one.
No, I'm not with Wade on that one either. I'm all for letting your child express themselves within boundaries.
Boundaries, yes.
I don't think that, I think, like you said, a parent's job is to protect, and that's part of protection right there. That's, we need to protect them from seeing certain things and being around certain things. There's a lot of influence out here in the world these days, and it needs to be, shut out in the household. It needs to be controlled. I just wouldn't allow that shit, period. No form of fashion.
So my thing is, how do you handle that?
I was just gonna get in that same boat with you.
I'm like, I don't know what to do.
If I can jump in, I think that's the thing I was just gonna go for. Like I said, I don't want my child to be gay. I don't want to be gay, and as a parent, I do want to protect and shield her from it. But if they come to me and say, "Hey, Dad, I'm gay. This is how I am. What am I supposed to do?" And it's like, okay, well, hey, I don't want to say hide the fact that you're gay or you can't go out because you're gay, or if this is how you want to be, you can't be in society. You can't be around me.
Them kids be committing
I can't love you.
suicide.
Yes, and I was just gonna say that. So I think in D Wade's defense, like I said, to play in his defense, is that, son, if this is who you are, I'm gonna love you, and you're gonna go ahead and be who you are, regardless of what the world says. Because as D Wade can shut out his son, and he may not never know. He said, "All right, Dad, I'm straight." This whole time he was gay, or anything that can happen where he can't talk to his father or his mother. So I feel like it's kind of difficult in that situation to see, to kind of see where he's coming from, because I can't say I agree or I condone it, but I wouldn't know how to handle it, because we can say that because that's somebody else's child. But if it's your child that comes to my point, it's gonna be like, wow, I don't know, like. If my baby come and say, "Hey, Dad, I'm gay at the right age. I'm gay. I don't like
beat it out of him."
I'm about to say, go get the belt. That's what I'm gonna do. 10 years old, go get my Switch.
So I'm agree. I think at the age of like 9,
at 10 years old,
you don't understand. So
that's exactly what I'm telling you.
You gotta guide them the best way you can. Which, like I said, I don't know how to do that neither.
I'm gonna tell you straight up. You don't even know who the hell you are. I'm gonna tell my son straight up. You don't know yourself. You ain't went through puberty. You ain't.
So how does he know though? Then
At 10, I knew I like girls.
I go beyond that. Second grade. It's second grade.
I had touched a little bit of cootie mama, when I was 10.
My wee got hard when I saw some titties. So
I'm saying, I knew at 10. I was like, that's what I like.
This is what I kind of say that. I understand what y'all saying on that. I think it's a little bit of a cop out too.
10 is
I'll tell you why.
10 is 5th grade, right?
Let me go.
10 is 5th grade.
And I would
I was kissing girls.
this is why I say this is a little bit of a cop out, and I think it's like a lay by favorite excuse. What would I do in this situation? So I'm not going to do anything. And I'm like, okay. First of all, 90%, over 90% of people that are gay is caused by some type of sexual abuse that has happened to them when they were young. So that is, I'm telling you, that is the number one reason. It is natural. Nobody's gonna get me out of natural selection. That's like just telling me. It's like saying how does a plant know it's to make food? It's you know what I'm saying, through photosynthesis. Everything has been in place before all this stuff even came about. Because it's Anthony crazy. But my thing will be coming to play is no. When I tell him, you are I disown you or something like that. It wouldn't be normal to disown, but you got to start looking at some just some factual things. By that time frame, first of all, if it got to 10 years old,
Where to get that from?
there you go. That was the number one thing.
Why you think?
At 10
Why you
years
think
old,
you this way?
there you go. Like,
Yeah.
first of all, if you ain't been monitoring them
Yeah.
from that point on, from they got to 10,
Yeah.
that means that's 10 years of things that's been going on that
Yeah.
you done got, you know what I'm saying, a glimpse to.
Something ain't been.
Something ain't right. Something ain't connected.
You ain't been seeing it, so
Yup.
so we
For a
gonna
long time.
ask
So
questions,
to
ask
me,
questions.
that's the number one thing I would be like with Dwayne. I'm like, I can't tell you what to say, to say to him, but my thing would be to Dwayne is, where you been
Yeah, where you get that
for
from?
10 years?
Yeah.
Because this didn't come up overnight. Nobody pops up overnight. I don't care nobody say. Even with boys and girls, you start liking girls. It's a that's natural nature for a man to be liking a woman and a woman to be liking a man. When you have those other things, that's where the confusion come into play because it's something that got in the way of the course of that made them think differently. So, in answers to that, what I would say, you never know. I'm a firm person that you say never say never.
So
No
what
matter the
about
situation,
you said over 90%? What about the other 9%?
Through experimentation, probably. That's what I would say.
So
I
but now we're talking like
That's
now,
still
now
the-
we're
But
talking
10 years
about,
old, that's the age y'all not
old,
getting.
though.
10
Yeah,
years
10.
old.
Ain't no
10 years have gone
experimentation.
by and he don't know what's been going on with
What's
his
going on
kid.
with
Kid
his
ain't
kid.
popping up at 10 game.
Again,
Something happened.
Or
It was
one,
different.
What
or
I'm saying
two,
with that
or
is,
3, or 4.
I can't. I don't know. Something could have happened. You know what I'm
And,
saying?
and that's what I'm
And
saying. That's it.
Something could have. Something couldn't have. Either way it goes, y'all at this point right now.
So how do you?
So what do you do? I don't care what happened before.
Honestly-
It happened. It's there. What do you do now?
Honestly,
So yeah, it's like my bad. Go ahead, bro.
I can't say that I agree or disagree with Dwayne Wade because it ain't my situation. Like, honestly, to me, it's just like any other social media topic that's just gaining attraction for whatever reason. I think, honestly, natural selection. First off, I want to say thanks, Pastor Medlock, old church pastor of mine, and Henry Wells.
He was
my
doing all that
godfather.
cussing.
I was cussing. I'm sorry that y'all
He
had
was
to hear
cussing
that.
like a mother.
But honestly, this man just cussed.
like a mother.
Honestly, I don't care what someone's profession is. Your obligation when you have a child is to be in that child's life. I think, look, I'm not saying it's right or wrong that he, cheer on his kid and doing what he's doing. But my thing is, it's just no way you can be there and not know that that's going down. Like, people chop it up to his career or he just and then my thing is like, is in what you expose your kids to. Like, honestly, and my youngest kid is 3 years old. Have I exposed him to homosexuality and none of that stuff? No, but honestly, my damn, I got a teenager. My 13,
Y'all bullshitting around the point.
my 13,
Dwayne Wade been doing
listen,
gay shit.
My 13,
And that's why his son
wait,
is fucking gay. Let's call it the way the fuck it is, man.
But see, I'm talking about
Bullshit. Dwayne Wade been fucking around doing some shit that he ain't supposed to been doing, and his
But see,
son has
I'm-
got a hold of that, and he been doing
This
it.
is my thing, though.
Don't be surprised if his son is playing ball now, start sucking dick.
I'm not going
That's
there.
the way it is, man.
I'm not saying
People
that.
don't want to say the
What's
truth.
wrong with your brother,
It's just
girl?
like- it's just- no,
Listen,
and this why I'm saying this.
This is what I'm
It's
saying.
because blacks for so long always want to sweep shit underneath the rug. They either say, let's pray it away or let's do it like this. No, address it. You can't. Parenting means time.
Yeah.
And that's what I was about to get
Fucking
into.
time.
That's literally what I was about to say. He neglected his child.
Period.
That's really what it is. Like, I got a 9,
Yep,
7, 13-year-old, and I don't care what I'm doing.
And you got a dumb bitch that go along with it.
Period.
Let's call it what it is. I know y'all in life want to go along with the media and say, yeah, Gabrielle Union is a dumb bitch to go along with the fact that she said that you would go along. And to encourage it, my 2 girls.
Period.
He's a man. Call it the way it is. If he's gay, he's still a man. Yeah, he's my 2 girls.
But, see, my thing is this.
Fuck outta
My
here.
thing is this. Kids.
Y'all go along. Y'all can
No,
go. Y'all
listen,
can drink
no.
that fucking
No,
Jim
listen,
Jones
listen.
Kool-Aid all you want.
Wait.
That shit ain't on me.
That's them
That's what I'm
demons,
saying.
bro.
Bro,
Them demons,
And that's why
bro.
I say it's important.
That's
It's
them
important
demons.
for parents to be in their kids' lives because What kid at 10 years old knows?
That's what I'm saying. That's exactly what I'm saying. You don't even know.
And that's what I'm saying. It ain't that I agree or disagree with them. It's just that he wasn't there enough to be a solid figure in that boy's life, to be a boy.
What the thing is that...
Or not even a boy, just a kid. A kid. There's no way, even on that picture, this kid has his nails done. Like, he ain't in no beauty pageant.
Right.
What parent, regular parent, got their child's nails done to the degree of that picture?
Alicia Keys.
And all I'm saying is this:
Like,
you
you
can love your kid, and if they come and tell you that, and y'all work on it. But it's a difference when you endorsing the behavior.
I was about to say the same thing. I said, ain't no way in here. I was about to say that. Ain't no way in here. I'm gonna let my son know I love you to death, bro. But I do not agree with that shit. Period.
So what do you do after that?
That's what I don't know. I don't like. What do you do? My son is going to know I don't like it.
The next step though.
Yeah, so if your son say, "Hey, I'm gay," and he's gay, what do you do after that?
We asking questions. Where you get this from? How did you become this way? Why do you think that you are? What's going on? Counseling. We're going to counseling. We going to. I wish we could go to the strip club. I don't know, but so.
You see this ass, son?
And I got to this is what you do. This is
I'll beat that boy.
If he did that, I'm like,
oh my god.
I'll take him out back and shoot him.
Hey, like if he did that, you know what? I would just accept it at that point. Oh my god. If he did that, I would accept it, and I'd be like, you know what? Fine. But listen here, you ain't gonna be wearing them damn. You ain't gonna be wearing no bullshit around me. Don't come at me with your nails done. Don't be talking about getting your eyebrow arched. You's a man, you gonna walk around here like a man. You keep that shit to yourself.
That all depends on the parent. Like, even with this situation, there is a story in Florida right now. There is a man that just found out that his son was gay, and he let this nigga out on the freeway and left him.
I know, I just posted it. I was like, what in the Lucius Lion shit is this?
It's just about your parenting. Like, yo, you got a little kid. Like, bro,
I don't agree with leaving them out. I'm saying what he just said. I understand what you're saying. What would be the next step? If they tell you, I'm like, let me tell you something. He's like, man, I'm gonna love you. No matter what you do. If you was in jail for doing a triple murder, I'm gonna love you. But I don't mean I agree with what you're doing.
I don't agree with it. No.
I'm gonna tell you.
And you will know that.
You're a man. And you're gonna know this. So don't expect me to agree with your behavior. But I'm gonna love you.
But this is a 10-year-old. How do you...
Same way. Same way. It's a 10-year-old that's decided he likes sucking dick.
Now, just imagine that kid turned 18. And
my thing is you can't pick and choose what the kid want to be. This is exactly the immaturity.
Little girl say,
what's
I
going
like
on.
you. And his dick in her.
He's mature enough
like, yo,
to say
all these years I thought I was gay.
But he ain't mature enough to hear the truth.
So time out. The 10-year-old.
Listen.
It makes sense.
Is the 10-year-old hanging around Dwayne Wade or the mama?
That's what I'm saying.
Probably the mama.
Now that is the issue too. Now
that's what I'm saying.
That's probably what the issue
how much
is
of a figure Dwayne Wade may be on gay shit, but how much of a figure as being a man are you in your son's life though?
He like him.
He like fingers up his ass.
Listen, man, that's too much.
Straight up.
But no, like you said on that, man.
But the thing is, it's just hard. It's just hard. Like I just see it from the point I think what me and George talking about. It's hard when it's your own child. Like I said, I can say that if that's somebody else's child, but when it's your own child, 10, 15, whatever, it's gonna hit you different. So it's like, all right, do I like? And I could say, you hit him with the truth, but it's like, okay, I can't talk to my dad. Yeah.
So
I'm like, you made your decision, but you know how you fight people with that. This is like when I tell somebody when you find out somebody gay, you don't alienate them.
No.
You do the same way how they got to be gay. They've been around it. They've been surrounded with it. So what you do, you surround them in the truth. You surround them in everything. Not beat them, browbeat them. You just see everyday life how it's going to be. I've seen it. This is how it works. It's just like we say with financial information.
That's
it's
what
the
it
same
is.
principle.
It's the same principle.
You put them around it. You let them see, oh. Now they still decide to do what you do. Guess what? You ain't fucking on, nigga. I love you. But there you go. But don't expect me to agree with it.
Yeah,
like, man, come on, man.
So if your kid gay, again, when they an adult, you not messing with them?
No, we'll love them, but I just don't condone the behavior.
No, I'm saying they can't come to the family.
Oh, they can come.
You want to wear a dress, but I ain't gonna take a picture with you. Like, nah.
Get your ass over
I'm like, this
I'm
my
not
son.
taking
He
no
sucked
pictures.
dick.
Yeah.
Show him, Tony. Just want to be fucking back. Show me.
Again,
Dick sucker to be the best dick
when I
sucker.
sit there, when I sit there and I think about it, it fucks my mind up.
Shake my
Because
hand,
I'm like,
shake my hand like a
as
man.
a father, Dwayne Wade, like, I'm looking at my son like, nigga, you like taking it in the ass, or you want to experience that,
Or you want to suck it.
and that scares me, man.
I take this stuff
I
further.
couldn't be
They got
so
a
out there
newborn.
with it, man. I
So
don't
what do
know,
you
man.
expect this child
You see, when you put
to
in certain
influence
environments,
his younger brother?
it's shown that when you put people in certain environments, I don't know if y'all read the story. It's probably it's a long time. It's old and stuff like that. But they had a baby that was actually raised by wolves, and the damn kids are growing up was acting like a goddamn wolf.
Yeah.
It's the environment. It's the environment which they in. Like you said, I would never like it's just like I'm like me and Troy probably the exact same with us. I'm like, look. That shit, and I would tell them, man, that shit, I don't agree with it.
Hell no.
I don't agree with that. It makes no sense because what you're doing, it's doing nothing but pleasing you. That's not adding nothing to it. I think it's you in confusion, but at the same time, I love you. You came to this, this world. I love you.
From the preference of
I love
because y'all not
I'm gonna get so
Yeah,
thorough
yeah.
with it. I'm gonna ask so many questions. So you a bottom or
And
top?
that's the
If
big
you a
thing.
top, I mean, women got one too. Like I'm,
You see that shaking ass right there?
like you ain't got to
Come over here, Sparkle.
That's what it is, because that is somebody, because you hear your kid, like, I just don't agree with the flamboyance they allowing this kid to go through. It's like you just
I take that a step further.
don't
Flamboyance that they think they are not just a little kid, just homosexuality. Period. That's your business, bro. Like, listen, you got the same inalienable right that I got. I'm only allowed to marry a woman. You only allowed to marry a woman, nigga. What I'm gonna complain about?
It's trendy. It's like Fendi, fad. Oh, you got a Fendi purse, and I'm a fad. That's what I'm telling you, but it's the truth. It is what it is. Fendi old as hell, but if it's trending and go back into the people get mad, they go ban this. But I'm just telling you the truth. I'm gonna tell you the mere confusion of homosexuality.
The hard part.
You got a woman, right? You have a woman that wants a woman
Uh-huh.
that acts like a man. Why the fuck would you not just get a motherfucking man?
man, I don't understand that shit either.
And then that motherfucker got nerve to put a dildo on and think he really doing something. I'm gutting her. You a goddamn woman.
Now I gotta play devil's advocate to this. And I kind of told my wife too, this is a cheat code if she ever cheated on me with a woman. Because women know how to please women the way that they want to be pleased.
Y'all,
I'm gonna fuck both of them and kill both of them.
Y'all,
I call my wife fucking another woman. I'm
you talking
touching one. I'm like, no term.
Like, y'all both getting this dick, but like, don't try to cheat me because she want to fuck you the way you want to be fucked. Nah, nigga.
Listen,
Like,
hey,
so
she
you
better teach me. Fuck you talking about? I'm not about to go out like that, bro.
but the opposite end of that, I can never understand that being the man that I am, and another man, I can't understand.
And the other
that.
part of that too, I'm gonna tell you the other part of it. I've known guys that been gay and I know women to be gay. And majority of them, they ain't flamboyant.
Yeah.
They keep to themselves. They do like everybody else. Because I guarantee you, we went downtown right now. Straight parade. We straight. They'll be like, that's gay bashing.
They report
That's
our
gay
asses in a
bashing.
minute. Yeah.
Oh, so you want me to watch your parade with you? Your dicks out,
Yeah.
little kids running around, talking about, don't be worried about.
Nah, fuck
don't
that.
worry, you can suck it dick out
Fuck
here in the middle of the
that.
street.
Fuck
You can
that.
suck dick and lick balls.
Nah.
It's all fun. We're gay proud. Like, no, man, you just want somebody. I believe when somebody say something over and over again, bro, you ain't trying to prove it to me. You're trying to prove it to yourself.
Honestly, that's not true.
That's real for real.
You want to show this nigga,
Man, we about to get, oh God.
That's honestly not true. Like, I don't think if you that way, you don't have
His
to
face is on.
flaunt it.
Hey, this episode coming down.
Yeah.
Well, next week is the last.
It just get me mad because I don't like the way they're attacking our kids.
Nah.
That's what I don't like. I don't like the way they're attacking kids.
And it's on
Cartoons.
Disney, it's on cartoons. I'm like,
That's
dog,
not playing
it's
games.
cartoon.
It's just like what you said.
Oh
the
shit,
biggest one.
it is on.
When you
that
said,
show on
man, when I was
PBS.
10, I knew I liked
Mr.
girls.
Redburn got a boyfriend. I'm like, nah, yeah, cut that
I
shit
was
off.
like-
It's on Loud. It's on Loud
I like
House.
that.
The two dads and that shit.
Even
nah,
Sesame Street, I know
bro.
Brian Ernie was gay.
They was gonna try to put them in the bed together, we want to bring somebody.
Nah,
That's not
bro.
the way. That's when you start doing that. That's an agenda.
They trying to get kids to see it when they see
Make it
it,
acceptable.
make
There
it
you go.
acceptable.
There you
And
go.
it's like, dude,
Nah.
just keep that shit.
And I know y'all talked about this earlier, but all niggas say, hey, look, Alex said 10, you like boys. you like boys. You know what I'm saying? Like, it almost really made me backstab her head. Listen, you go to
But you know where she gonna see that at? She gonna see that from a loving mother and a loving father that's with each other.
Yeah.
And like y'all said, y'all have to watch because that black people like, don't tell about what your uncle did. Bullshit. First time you hear something like that, you let
nigga know.
Like that, that's I'm telling you, that's a lot. Majority of that stuff is started from confusion, and this is why they like attacking youngs because they are a clean slate, and you can oppose anything to them when they're young and clean.
Yeah,
like, we can do this. Because think about this. I'm gonna tell you another thing,
bro. They don't know
bro. You don't believe, like you just said. Look at violence. Call of Duty.
Yeah.
People don't like this, but just tell it like it is. They talk, why so much violence in America? America is built on violence, and they've been supporting violence.
Yeah.
They give millions of
We're gun hungry.
Yeah.
I'm like, what you mean? Why is violence?
This country is built.
They took it. I'm like, European Americans. I know y'all be mad when I'm telling y'all that. European Americans came over here, and everything they did was on violence, on sneakers and violence. They were like, bam, the only thing that happened different over here is that they ran into a bunch of people that said, fuck you, I ain't gonna be a slave for you. Y'all gonna have to fight us. And then y'all did sneaky things. Y'all made them walk on that trail of tears, wrapped in blankets with smallpox, knowing they could never fight it off. Y'all killed them off. And then go tell them, emasculate them and say, we gonna give y'all a certain plot of land.
Reserves.
Reserve y'all can be on. You coming, that's like this motherfucker come in your house. You take your stuff and say, you can have that small part of the living room.
No, nigga, you can only go to the bathroom.
You know what I'm saying?
You can only use the bathroom.
Fucking kill me.
Long dick.
But it's just so crazy, man. So that's why I like when I see all that kind of stuff. When people do that, talk about the kids. I got a special spot for kids, man, because they're innocent. They can't protect themselves, man. You know, I think about my daughter, and like you said, I know y'all think about your kids. I think about going to school. Man, don't teach my daughter that.
Yeah.
Don't teach my daughter that nonsense. Like, I almost said it.
Just think about the thing that you...
Talk about arithmetic.
Even think about the bathroom things you said, like, niggas.
That bothered me. I'm like,
what happened to the handicap bathrooms? Like that, nigga, like...
Well, there's going to be a lot less handicap bathrooms and more, what is that, the equal gender bathroom?
That's what Randy was talking about earlier.
For real.
Like,
y'all talking about that?
Yeah. And it just, like I said, we had it because they was trying to do it up in Lincoln.
Equally gender.
And we had a big old, what's this guy? I'm like, hold on now. Like, do not, y'all trying to suppose that's an agenda y'all pushing.
That's an agenda, yeah.
Like they're going to say, well, what about, I have no problem y'all talking about history, and it so happened the person was gay in history. I ain't got no problem out there. You talking about Harvey Milk, California. Hey, he was gay, and he got shot. I ain't got no problem with that, but y'all not going to come here and teach it that.
They don't expose all our history about black history. Yo, if you're going to select certain history that you're going to teach in this country.
That's my only thing.
Especially my people's history. Don't tell nobody, my kids, about the other shit, because if you're not showing that Malcolm X, Marcus Garvey, all these people was black, nigga, don't tell them about that. Like, come on, man.
Christopher Columbus was a hero.
Christopher Columbus was another colonizer that should have died in England. But, yo, he came over here and got props for being the first white man to discover something that, I'm not going to call them niggas, but people of color already knew.
You just did.
I'm not gonna call them niggas.
Uncle Ruckus.
Like, and that's why. Yo, look. That's why, to me, especially for our people, because everybody else people is doing it, and to me, it's just at the root. We need to just collect, get back together, and stop being so worried about all this bullshit that they spilling out here in this world. Because our kids are impacted. And I ain't got time for my kid coming up there saying like, yo, daddy. Because I had these conversations with my kids, 13, 9, and 7. These little boys was holding hands and they wasn't brothers.
The black.
And they told me, Robert told me, it was like, and I asked him like, how you feel about that? He was like, I don't hold down hands. So why they was holding hands? I'm like, listen, son, look, some people like to do stuff that they feel they can get away with.
So, shoot, we got this, and you led right back into it.
So
that's our big last one, so that's crazy.
That's just what it is. Like, people like to do stuff and they can get away with it. And it's just so sad that in this day and age, people feel like because they got an opinion or a Twitter account, or IG, that my opinion matters.
Valid, yeah.
Nigga, no, it's not. Like, honestly, no, it's not. If my people ain't getting reparations for building this country, fuck you. Like, honestly.
No.
And that's whether you in this country. And that's whether you, my saying you or not.
You touched
like,
that before.
Like, yo, if you don't help your people, which is starting at home, fuck you. Like, gay people, yo, if you ain't helping your community, I ain't gonna say that part.
Yeah, because
I don't
the
even
strongest
play this.
motherfuckers out here.
Yeah, I'm about to say they
No,
those ones you
this-
can't say
No,
nothing about.
nigga.
No, I was
So,
gonna say I'm
keep
not
on
gonna
beat.
say F you because that ain't how I
Yeah,
swing.
paint your house right, but we like, Adonis, bring your ass out here, Adonis.
No, I ain't bringing my ass out here because that ain't how I
Dildos,
play.
nigga.
Literally.
Bring your ass
That
out
ain't how I
here.
play. That ain't how I play. Go listen.
Back out, Donis. You don't say nothing about the LBGT.
Q,
Knocking on your damn door.
Get the dildos out for his flag
Oh,
ass.
well, then I do have something to say to him. Fuck yourselves. Like, that's just keep that between yourselves. Fuck yourselves. Listen. If there's a white people that don't agree with what I say about white people, fuck you. Like, Asian people, fuck y'all. Like, all I feel is like, it just goes back to this $1 trillion thing.
I retired from Unfiltered. Adonis is replaced.
Filter for
Like,
sure.
listen, man, black people gotta,
That nigga said.
we as a people need to get back to taking care of our people. We let them burn down too much of our own stuff and then take over our culture like it's theirs. You got white bitches wearing cornrows saying that they whatever fuck kind of braids they are. Nigga, that's our culture. Like, come on, man. At some point, we got to stand on the foundations that we set for this place. And be like, nah, who the fuck you think you are?
I'm on some
And roll with that.
I mean, the thing is,
Bro,
they-
me and my brother been saying the same
You
thing.
said what you say?
I'm on some fuck our culture shit.
I was about to say, I was
But
about
I'm
to say,
saying,
What do you
as,
mean by that?
as a way of monetizing. Yeah, fuck it,
Rap
fuck it.
culture, that whole.
But you gotta-
That's actually what, like, because we was talking about, because we did talk about the black dollar, but that's a question that I've been wanting to say, and I'm probably going to let's end up with that last.
Go ahead. I mean,
I've heard so much about the culture, and I think you and Jordan about to say the same thing, because I know me and my brother was talking about it. And I told somebody a long time ago, I'm like, what culture? What culture you talking about of me? Because this shit that y'all putting out here on videos and social media, this ain't my
what
culture.
I do. Yeah, okay.
I'm like, I guarantee you, that's not what people got a whole distorted viewpoint of blacks. They would be surprised. Like right now, if they saw us on the street, they would say, "This is the way I think the guys is." Until they realize, "Dang, this guy totally just not.
That ain't what he
He's
do.
totally different." So when like you said, when somebody say the culture, I say, I got a culture that I established in my own family,
Right.
and maybe with some of the the men that I'm around and people I'm associated with, like the standard. That's what I'm talking about. When I think of culture, I think of standards and morals.
Morality, yeah.
I don't be thinking about you when they talk about money. I'm like, this ain't the culture like you said. Like with my daughter, I look at, I'm like, you ain't about to get into this thought culture.
Facts.
This junk ain't cool. You ain't gonna support that the best part of you the first time you take a picture of your ass is the lead point. We ain't about to support that culture. I want you to support the culture that you beautiful and you probably the most withstanding being on the face of the earth, which is black women. They've been through more. Black man has been through a lot more of the hard, like the But just imagine being the one who had to watch it and been left alone to try to go through it and do it by themselves. And then at the same time stick with you and then watch them leave you to go to someone else and have them say that you're complaining and stuff too much. And I ain't talking about you gold digging women. I ain't talking about you women that don't have no stick to it. I'm talking about the ones who like good. I'm talking about the ones who, I always use this example about apples. The apple tree, the best apples are always at top of the tree. And those apples is like good women. And the good women always getting sad because they're like, dang, I can never get a good man. Why nobody coming up here to get me? And you know what the bad niggas gonna do? The bad dudes do is they just get all the apples that fell off the tree that's bumped, bruised,
Rotten.
made up, and they fill up baskets full of them. And I'm like, you don't want no guy like that. You want the guy that's gonna willing to climb the tree, get the cuts and bruises to come get you, because he know how much you worth. I like it. Don't get it tripped. Men know when it's a good woman. Don't ever let it get twisted. Men know when it's a good woman. And that's what gets you mad. Like, you know what I'm saying about the country. But that's that's the culture I want to do, like you said, with y'all sons.
I'm still in that.
When you're, like you said, like I know, because Troy, I know you got a son.
Yeah.
And I know you got sons, and I know my brother got other sons. But it's it's over there. But it just made me mad because I think about the fathers I know. I mean, I get over about this because like I'm dead on kids, man.
Right.
I did not become a better man until I had a kid.
Absolutely.
Facts.
I did not become a man because I was selfish as hell. All I did was think about Randy Johnson Jr. That's it. That's all I thought about.
Yep.
It wasn't until I got my daughter there, and like you said, you hold her and you realize, man, this is not just somebody I made. This is a part of me.
Yes,
My
sir.
DNA is rolling through her system, man. This is me,
Sir.
You.
and I can't do nothing to fail her.
Scariest feeling in the world.
Man,
Scariest feeling
that's
in the
why
world.
when you have nothing, when it's just you lose your job.
You don't give a damn. You don't give a fuck.
Fuck, nigga, I go out here myself, though.
Yup. I don't give a damn.
I mean, but you do anything.
I mean, but you do anything, it don't matter. But it's like when
But
you
when you
get
think
one.
about that, you sit back with your kid, you lose your job this time. Like, oh, I go out there. No, I can't do that. I'll never
Can't not
see
have a
again.
job. Can't not have no money. Can't not
do
be
this
taken
everything else
care
like
of.
that. That's the culture I want, like you said, and I'm gonna try to touch because I know y'all want to say the culture. So I'm done. We're saying that, but it's the culture of, man. I want to bring that accountability.
Yes, sir. Yep.
Accountability back. Like, man, be accountable. Like, you teach your sons, you're like, man, be accountable as a man.
Yep.
Look out and tell them everything. Your son and your daughter, when you sit them down, like, son, it's some women out here that mean you no good.
Had
No
that
good
conversation.
whatsoever.
And I had that conversation.
They
with
gonna
them.
be pretty,
Every
they
time
gonna
they go
be
to
beautiful,
school.
they gonna be gorgeous, but they gonna be poisonous.
Every
Have
day
nothing
when I
to
take
do with
to
them.
school.
And know the
Yo.
difference. And you tell your daughter, you a beautiful woman, but your beauty is not on the outside, it was most important.
Yes, sir.
Okay? It's on what's on the inside. It's your strength. That's why men want you so much. Because men can see strength.
Yep.
So don't ever give them nothing. You gotta stay hidden. That's why you should always be like, you teach your daughters to be hidden, man. You be hidden from these guys until a man prove himself worthy enough. It's just like when you searching for a treasure. I told my daughter all the time. I'm like, you ever seen I'm like, remember we watch Pirates and they go after treasure? I'm like, baby girl, you know why pirates go after treasure and they risk their lives and limb to get this? She's like, why? I'm like, because it's worth it. It's worth everything. They're willing to die. They're willing to kill everybody that I do to get that treasure. They'll go bury it somewhere, let it stay for years, go back, and when it's good time, now I'm going back to get that treasure. You ain't never seen a fucking treasure dig itself out of a fucking hole, run to the boat, and try to come and get on the boat. Guys have to go after. You got to be hidden. That's the kind of man that you want.
Preach.
And then, like you said with your sons, you say the same thing about the women. Like, you gonna know a good woman when you see one, because she gon' feed into your dream.
You already know.
She gonna pour into it.
That's right.
She gonna pour into it. Women will make a good man better.
Better.
You be like, I'm pouring into you, baby. She'll believe it. When you don't feel like you can do it, she's still believing in you to do it. So that's the culture I want to bring. They can fuck all this wine and clothes, turn up stuff like
Turn
that.
up culture.
Man, that was good when you know what I'm saying, even, going to that, but what about the long haul? Everybody want to run 100 meters, but nobody can run a marathon.
It was
Nobody
never
want to
good.
put their foot in the race.
It was you said that was good back when you was young.
But it was never.
It was
It's like when you think about it, when you sit back and you realize all the stuff that you went through when you like, God damn, how fucking stupid was I to do that?
Man, real.
I can't believe I did that. Like, I can't, you know what I'm saying? You think about some of the girls, like, man, she was hot, but you think about it now. Do you see her now? You're like, oh,
Crackhead.
God.
I just had that conversation with my
Why
wife
did I
too.
just do that for? And then you look at the ones, the good ones you passed up, like,
I was about to say real quick.
Yo.
For me, I see them and they still be fine. But I know it. No. They still be fine as shit.
That's not the fucking
But
point.
up here, no. The point is, up here, I know. I'm like, yeah, you fine, but no,
You know
you
you
ain't
are.
shit. I know
you
you
see
ain't shit.
and you see the guy with him,
You know
like,
what I'm saying? Boy, I feel bad for
Bro,
you.
that's what we rap.
You know what I'm saying?
because he fell for all the traps and everything else like that. Oh, she gave me she told you about how everybody treat her wrong, right?
Okay.
Yeah. And,
on,
hey,
man.
she do that little trick with the tongue when she suck your dick, right?
Hey,
Enjoy child support, bro.
Yo.
I don't knock it. I be like, hey, another man's trash, another man's treasure. Shit, that's just how it is.
On that, look, listen, when I say culture, I mean the things that people that monetizing off our people for producing for the longest. Not that it's our culture,
And it's still
but it's a
control.
way of profit that we can actually benefit from that we don't.
Don't. Hold on. I want you
I ain't
finish
gonna
that
jump.
up.
I ain't gonna jump to the next
No,
topic.
no. I want you to talk about it, but I want to hit this because Anthony, who's gonna be on our show next, he want me to address one of these top words he said. He said Dwayne Wade is bowing to the media to go for that fruitcake shit.
See,
No black guy I ever met has raised up a strong black home ever will allow his kid to dress like that and act like that. Smack some sense into him.
Period.
The worst is Jaden Smith. The fuck is wrong with him?
No, you know-
Feelings rolling in his grave. He would kick your
Jaden
ass
Smith.
back to West Philadelphia.
You know what?
Oh,
No, we can
Oh,
name off
Phil
a
was
list.
gay.
Look, Magic,
I just wanted to address it. You go back to what we were
Look,
talking
Ant
about.
got a point. Not just him, Magic Johnson and his son. Like, come on, bro. Like, what the fuck is
That's
these
a
niggas
scary nigga,
doing?
bro.
Like, what is
That's
these
a-
niggas doing?
Magic Johnson's son is a scary nigga, bro.
And that's crazy. Like, who condones that? Who raised you? Like, nobody. Obviously.
You know what I
Yeah,
realize that?
like-
I ain't gonna touch it again. Is that most of them do that because they don't want to deal with it.
Because they don't want to deal.
Like, man, you know what?
Listen.
They have their own lives.
Yo.
You know what I'm saying? And then
Well,
you got to think about it on top of this. Magic Johnson played for the Lakers. His son grew up in L.A. There's a lot of shit
You
going
know,
on.
I mean,
out
he dealing with a little thing called AIDS too.
All I'm
So.
saying is, I don't
Like,
care.
Well, Dad, you got AIDS.
All I'm saying is, I don't
Yeah,
care if
he
you
probably
born in
like,
a
man,
third world
You
country,
think I'm
nigga,
worried
be a
about you
daddy
sucking the
to
dick
your,
and I'm battling
to
AIDS?
your sons and your daughters. Raise these young men and women up
Bro,
to be
this episode
princesses and
going
princes
down,
to
bro.
kings and queens. And I hate to say this. Listen, raise your kids up to be kings and queens, not
Like, that
queers.
shit
Like,
shut down.
that shit ain't, that's not genetic. Like, I don't care what nobody say. You're not born that way. If you're born with a penis, you're born with a penis. Born with a vagina, you're born with a vagina. Like, it ain't no way around that. God know what he was doing. Now, just because you have second thoughts, that's you and your upbringing. But God is perfect. We not. Like, but back to the culture thing. Yo, like Randy said, culture should be based off of morality and good judgment. Like, I don't know what's wrong with people nowadays, but it ain't none of my business. Like,
Even our old culture's controlled. It's like how you talk about music or whatever.
Thank you.
it ain't
Even
Listen,
Thank you.
listen.
yeah, everything's
Thank you.
controlled. Think about it. Just like we talk about rap or anything, it's to express ourselves, but it's only so much that we are allowed to say, or they want us to say. Like, just an example, I show these two guys the video where, you know, like I said, when Rick Ross was talking about drugging people, they cut his Reebok deal and all that. But we can talk about killing each other. We can talk about all the drugs and so and all this stuff. But the time we talk about, you know, animal brutality, hating gay people, or drugging people, or raping people, like, nah, we ain't gonna support you. They don't support, like, hey, we'll support you kill your own kind. We'll support you go ahead and say you sell a drug. We'll support you being a fellow drug addict,
That's true.
absent father, or you had an
That's
absent
true.
father.
Don't you talk about selling drugs in the
Dave Chappelle
Farmington
said that-
Hills.
Dave Chappelle said that on his stand-up when he was talking about the trans community. You can't say trans, but you can say nigga. Like, I don't care how much we say it in our circles, but come on, bro.
But
Like,
it's
But
just
then
like
it's
what he
like-
said, when you got to control
when it's a
culture,
control culture, man, they
because
let me
it's not like if Jordan, it's like, if let's say we all decided, okay, we gonna decide a culture for a big community. This is what we decide, and we just said it. We said it for, let's say, Native Americans. This is what y'all culture gonna be. Like, what the fuck? Y'all ain't Native American. How can you tell me what my culture is and my history is? I trust nobody that writes the history book. It's always cowards that tell the tales because the heroes did.
But it's a problem because the reason why that's a problem because there's so many cowards that assimilate to it. A lot of these people, and I hate to use these two people, they more Martin and Malcolm. Like, they always want to conform to what someone else is telling them what to do. Like, yo, stand out. Like, be yourself. And
I can't wait for Black History Month.
I feel like he got a comment that
He wore dashiki.
listen. We got to get back to the basics of being a people, of being a proud people, man. Like, this culture, quote unquote, ours or not, is bullshit. Like, it really is. Like, our culture should be morals and values, integrity, standing on something that you believe in, and not because it's clickbait.
I'm gonna be honest with y'all, man.
That's
I
what
feel like we talking some good shit, but
Go ahead, bro.
I feel like we at the point of no return, bro. It's
What
some
do you mean
shit
about that?
with the world. I mean, we at a point now. These motherfuckers don't give a damn what we saying. They not. This ain't nothing they ain't heard. You know what I mean? I mean, we can keep on saying it, or we can keep on trying.
Yeah.
Never give up on hope and faith. Stuff like that. But I mean, I'm gonna be honest with you. Even with me, definitely teaching my son morals and respect and everything like that. I'm gonna still do that. You know what I mean? But like I said, worldwide, bro, I think we at the point of no return.
I'm gonna agree with you because it's just like you know, just like hearing and Randy and Jordan talk about certain things, it's like even like what's that town you said Tusk, like the all black community that supports itself. It's like, you know what? The say we start.
Someone brought up Greenwood too.
Let's just go ahead and just destroy that shit, and then nothing happens. So we have that person that stands out. Hey, let's be a community. Let's support black on black. Let's progress. And once we progress, somebody go destroy that shit. And then it's like we're not in a collective going to say, hey, let's build it back up. We're going to say, okay, we're going to just live our own lives.
I think, and I agree with both. I agree with both because I think we are at a.
It's gone.
Biblically, I think we're at a point of no return.
It's fucked up.
It's a point of no return, and it's like we can still like fight. Like I think, what's the best way somebody told me that? I don't care how many devils you chop off. There's gonna be a couple more that's gonna come back.
Yes, sir.
And if you're not prepared, it's just like think about this. Remember, Saddam Hussein was supposed to be the evil.
Right.
Now guess what? You got the Taliban that came in.
Al-Qaeda.
Al-Qaeda, I'm sorry. Al-Qaeda came.
ISIS.
And they came in now. They was 10 times worse. Now doing this. Now, we didn't kill that off. Now they did, we got to research them another. Because you got, for every level, I think you got a different devil. You think you got this done, it's just like playing Mario. King Koopa didn't get less hard the higher you went up, he got more hard. And I think, like you said, I think it's always going to be that, unfortunately, that balance of good and evil going on. But I done seen now, like some kids, you know what I'm saying, I think that huge 1% just don't go for rich people. I think it's a huge 1% that's extremely violent. I think it's a huge 1% that's out here and got control of the media. I think that, like you said, we at a point where we could teach our kids to be good, but at the same time, we got to teach our kids not to be no fools. Right. Like, hey, everybody out here ain't gonna mean you no well.
You can't
have, here's your Bible, take the piece of God, and here's your 9mm. It's a piece of steel.
Man, you can't even. I'm trying to tell you, you can't even send them to school. It's like,
like you said, it's got so bad where I didn't talk to my brother. Like, man, it got so bad where I'm like, I think I need to do homeschool.
Yeah, I'm there. Like, I'm like, yo, I don't even know if I want mine.
I'm thinking
the
about
biggest fear I think of every time when I'm at work. The biggest fear I got, you remember when Lincoln called that one time and they said something went down, they said somebody had did something going on.
Yep.
Man, my heart almost jumped out my chest when I was working there. I'm like, of course I can't get in touch with my daughter. I'm like, I'm gone. You ain't think about nothing at work. Like, fire me. Boom, I'm gone. Like, man, what's going on? I'm like, what happened? Oh, we had somebody there. And then you just think like, dang, who goes out in the morning now? Guess what? We do. Thinking that, man, this possibly could be my kid's school. Or not just even walk home. Like, now on top, you thinking about somebody snatching up your girl, somebody snatching up your little boy, somebody coming into school, shooting up the school. Now, it's the reality has got so bad now where you
like I could have made it here earlier, but it's like certain stuff I'm like, you know what, like I can't even trust my wife to go outside or go to
Don't say that, because I just had that conversation. Don't say that.
No,
you about to get cussed out. Don't say that.
No, seriously, no. Like I can't even trust her to go nowhere because I don't know who gonna snatch her up or what something happen and I'm not there.
I just had this conversation with Anastasia too. I was like, it's not that I don't trust you, I just don't trust the environment.
Right.
I remember I was saying that, Jay. I don't trust people.
Yeah. And she took that as I don't trust her to keep her and then save it. It's like,
never know.
This whole world
it could be that one time. You could be that one time she said, "I'll take out the trash."
Yeah.
And I'm like, damn, 2 hours ago, somebody take your ass, or you get anything can happen. And it's just like with my baby, like I can't even have my baby around nobody. It's like even like with my family, I just sit here and I just watch her. And like I have to learn to let that go, but like I'm like that's just me right now. It's like just to leave her like daycare.
It's called
you got daycare,
warfare,
and you think about daycare where you have 24 other kids. It's not yours. It's like they don't give a fuck. What the fuck?
I'm about to say, let alone 24. You got videos.
What makes my kids so special? Yeah, you gonna protect them over these other kids.
Warfare.
Seriously,
it's going on right now. What how you attack is people. First of all, you water. It's against spirit. That's why everything that you see is coming up against. I told somebody like, man, you ain't gotta look. You believe in Buddha, that's fine. You believe in what's name, that's fine. You believe in everything you want to, because at the end of the day, everybody gonna find out it was one God in the first place, and that's what's gonna blow all your mind, and all the confusion. The thing is that it's spiritual warfare. That's all it is. It's what you do. How do you destroy an army? It's called divide and conquer. What you do, you make everybody not trustful of nobody.
Right.
Like, not like, man, I don't want my kid to be around you. I don't want, it's just all this other stuff. Like, I agree with you to that point where like you said, I just think we at that point. Matter of fact, it's just like when they talk about climate change. I'm like, it ain't no reversing this.
Nah, it ain't.
Yo,
It ain't no reversing this. They're there. Well, if we do this, we can. First of all, we not gonna do it. That's the biggest thing. I'm like, tell somebody like, you don't believe it? They like, man, I don't believe in Bible. I'm like, let me tell you something. Revelations, it said it flat out. Men will destroy themselves. That's what we doing. We've been doing it. I'm like, so it's all.
Hey, what we eat,
what we eat,
what we produce in this world, how we
even when somebody told me, oh, we eating organic, I'm like, how you know that materials that you're using for organic ain't contaminated?
They had to make that too.
Like, come
They had to
on.
make that too.
The soil. Oh, well, I put it in this original soil. The soil is polluted, bro.
If you don't
what
grow
are we
that shit
talking
yourself and watch it grow, all that shit is manufactured. That's how I look at it. All that shit is made in the damn factory.
Yeah, it is
Cold,
crazy.
frozen, fresh. It is what it is.
speaking of cold, I got some sparkling grape juice at home.
Shut
It's gonna
your
go
butt
well in this
Yeah,
glass.
Hey, that's what I'm drinking out.
So,
Yeah.
first off, man, again, I just want to thank all y'all for watching again, man. I know y'all appreciate it, and I know y'all pretty much can make us go on forever, but we ain't. And thank y'all. Like I said, we got one more episode for this year, December the 18th,
And I'll come back to that
Wednesday.
shit.
And we're going to have more episodes, like I said, coming in for next year. But, man, first, like I said again, man, we appreciate y'all so much for all the support and everything that y'all done given us. Troy, I want to thank you to come out again, bro, man. Appreciate you, man. Cuz thank you for coming out, man. Hope y'all enjoy them beautiful glasses my auntie made it. So good. Again, Jordan and Mac, I can't say enough about these two, man. If y'all want to know some culture, y'all looking at two of them right now. They produce a culture of success. And they came in this bad boy, and all it did is that they planted, and everything is grown. And I appreciate both of these guys for this, man. Realness. So I would just say to everybody out there, and my bro over here, he's sitting here laughing. He's been laughing at us for a minute. Enjoy, man. But appreciate you, man. But like I said, next week, week after that, 18th, Anthony, you're supposed to be here, bro. I'm about to shout out to you. Anthony gonna be here, and we call him the White Dolomite. So
White Dolomite.
I can't wait for him to get here. Because I'm gonna tell you what I respect about Anthony. Anthony is not afraid to stand for what he believes in. He don't care if he's in a room of everybody else that's against him. And you can't help but respect a man that do that. I don't care what it is. Even if you don't agree with him, he still gonna come out with it. So I respect him so much for that.
That's love at the end of the day.
And like I said, at the end of the day, people let us know that we ain't got nothing against nobody. We just got our morals. I'm gonna speak for myself. I just got my beliefs that I believe in. I believe that you should be able to go do everything y'all do in life, but you shouldn't have to force nothing on nobody when they don't want it. Period. Right. Let everybody, if you gonna say everybody live their life, then you better damn sure be doing the same thing. You can't force nothing down people's throats. And if you a parent, if you've never been a parent, you don't know nothing about no children, and I'm gonna leave it just like that. Mm-hmm. You will never know until you got a kid, and you know you got to be responsible for them. Everything in this world, you are literally, legally binded spiritually for the well-being of your kids. So if you don't know that responsibility, you can't say a motherfucking thing to me. Right. So you can say anything you want to. I already getting the emails right now from y'all getting mad, so that's all good. Just know that the truth hurt. That's all I can tell you. But it's like the flu shot. You got to get injected with it first so you can do better for you.
Period.
But I don't take that no more.
But true, man.
Go with that.
So like I said, on behalf of everything else, man, on behalf of Unfiltered, my guest, Donis, Troy, my two co-hosts, Matt, Jordan, Nicole, she working overtime with her crazy behind in a cemetery. I hope it ain't just a cemetery. I hope it ain't. No, you some other site. Okay. But no, shoot, man. Just peace out. Love y'all. See y'all December the 18th.
Hey, what they say? Peace, love.
My brother's spirituality.
I gotta piss.